Thank you.
Nice.
Hey, we're live. We're live.
And
with
we're
the
live,
Newest
yeah.
episode
We're
of
live.
the Rule.
The first episode since last week.
Yeah, I know. It's a momentous occasion.
Very nice.
So
Down on the road.
usually we're fighting to get things to work when we start, so we end up chatting for a while. So we don't have much of that today.
Instead, we will fight for glory. That's what I suggest.
How thirsty is your axe today, Greyhide?
Very thirsty, but not as thirsty as Greyhide, because I believe we're heading to the Gaping Chasm at this point of the adventure, are we not?
I believe
I might
that's
have
correct,
a glass
yeah.
of mead or a flagon of ale.
Did you say a glass of weed?
A mead.
Weed. Wanted to, if anyone wasn't at our Monday Live recap, just want to show this baby off.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
an upgrade.
show that off.
Show
Hello,
it
Paul
off.
Musketeers.
Put it everywhere.
There's
Go ahead.
something I would want to just make a little note for anybody who's following us on Instagram, and if you're not, you should be. artoftheroll.insta is our handle, and we had our first commission today.
Oh, yeah.
So this one was a commission of Alpha. So Lee Elizabeth was the artist who did it. So you guys can go check that out on our Instagram page.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Nice.
And follow us there too.
Yeah.
Also,
ahead.
Mark, apparently your brother was right on the knots. What? Also, thank you, Paul.
Oh yeah. We also met with one of our fans, actually a longtime fan of a lot of people on here, Paul. So thanks for all your advice you gave with us. We talked with him for a while, and
Very nice.
that was really cool.
Also known as Virtual Skies Studios
Mm-hmm.
in our chat.
This guy is virtual.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has great. He can do. He does cool graphic design, great marketing ideas. If any of you guys have
So my brother was
any
right on the
questions
knots.
or anything you need, you can hit him up.
Here he is,
Yeah.
right there. Look at that.
Always willing to help. Super fun to work with.
Cool.
We love Paul.
Um,
Basically. Paul, we love you.
Yeah.
We love
That's it.
Paul.
Thank
We
you,
love
Paul.
Paul.
We do love Paul. As always, check the links for all of our wonderful actors here. They all work in Canada, so they get less money than us Americans because of the exchange rate. And that's not true.
It's true.
But
Well,
It's sadly true.
we should get less money because we're on the low budget independent scene mostly.
yeah,
Yeah.
I put their links in the chat if you're interested. Also, one of our fans reached out. He wrote a module actually and sells it called The Fate of Saint Pinetas. I probably said that wrong. He has his own company starting. I would definitely check him out. I've talked to him for quite a while about the stuff he's doing. Really cool. I put those links in the chat if you're interested in that module as well. I might actually pull pieces of it here. So probably not the whole thing, just pieces. So it won't be too spoiled if you want to use it yourself. And as always, we get all our music from Tabletop RPG Music on Patreon. So you can check them out too. I put that link in the chat as well.
Beauty.
So,
And game night.
oh yeah, thank you. Too many stuff.
know.
Also, we're still sponsored by Game Night. That you can go watch us live there if you want, or just play games with other people or cabinet games that he has there. It's in South Florida. I'm gonna play their ad right now.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Awesome.
Game night.
Yeah, Game Night, South Florida. Cool. Well, with that, let's go ahead and get started. So, last time we left off, you were heading towards the Gaping Chasm, also known as the Yawning Portal, to potentially follow up with a Maloon War Dragon, I believe his name was. That was a quest given from Vajra Safa here to go check him out because he's been acting weird for the last few months. She doesn't know why, but his behavior has been different, quite different. I don't think she actually told you much about how it was different, but just that he's acting strange.
She said that he wasn't as jovial anymore. She said he used to be very jovial, and now he wasn't.
Yeah.
So I
By Jove!
by
Not very jovial.
Huh. I wonder if that's where that comes from, actually. That's good. That's good.
Also,
was Fitz in human form last time we were? Or elfish?
I don't think I remember you ever saying that you went back to human form.
Right. So he's just rocking the dark elf now. He's just like,
Yeah.
this is me, folks. This is who I am. All right, carry on.
Represent.
For those just tuning in, Fitz for a while was masquerading as a human.
Thanks to a magic ring dropped by the man who tried to kill me, who was also a dark elf masquerading as a human being.
Right, he just happened to drop that ring. I feel we never got
Basically.
the whole
Well,
details
I killed
of that
him.
story, but
I killed him. He was trying to kill
There
me.
was the whole killing him thing.
Well, he tried to kill me first, and his friends killed my friends. So it felt entirely justified at the time.
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, you're heading towards the yawning portal. It's just now getting dark at this point. You spent the whole morning at the fair on Jarlaxle's ships. You met Vajra Safa here, and you got this particular mission. You also mentioned checking out a bronze dragon and seeing what's up with that outside in the sea. And then you're heading towards the yawning portal to check out on Maloon War Dragon. Sorry.
Balloon.
Maloon. Like
We
balloon.
We're using Melon
met.
app, and that's very similar.
And you had previously semi-met. You never introduced yourselves, but he got excited at something you were getting excited about one time.
Yeah, he cheered for us.
He cheered for you. He cheered for Greyhide specifically, when Greyhide said something about his axe needing to go kill something. But
Ah, I think you said, yeah.
so you head towards the yawning portal. You see it. You make it there, no issue. Up in the North Ward. You head in. The crowd at this point's picked up quite a bit. It's gotten to that point where there's a lot of people at the bar, and people are having to share tables quite a bit. You see your friend J-Lister Silverman Main. You see the guy from Zentorum, Starstrom, I think his last name was.
Yes.
And you see Dabble. You see Durnan at the bar. You see a couple of barmaids going around handing out ales and beers and different such. Also, you do see Malun War Dragon. You do see Malun right outside. He's sitting at a table next to the big well that heads into the Undermountain. He actually seems to be one of the few tables that are alone, just by himself. You see 3 strings there as well. You talked to him a little bit before. He seems to be a kind of a shy bard that's in the corner playing his 3-string lute. And you see Yagra there as well.
Again,
Dabble.
she lives there.
I mean, Yagra has already rejected me on several occasions, so that doesn't make Fitz completely happy to go over to that table.
It might be for the best.
Is that amber-haired waitress that Greyhide likes? Is she in attendance? Is she around?
Oh yeah, she's there too.
Is Durnan there?
I don't know if you ever got her name. Durnan is there at the bar. He's doing
I
his
didn't get her
eternal
name.
cleaning a mug.
But we've leveled up quite a bit since I last tried flirting with her. So I think Greyhide's got a little bit more confidence to try and, sidle up to her and chat with this lady.
I'm gonna head over
Blow it,
and talk to Durnan.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, I'm gonna just go chat with Durnan and see if he knows anything.
Can I come with you, Alpha?
Yeah. That's what
Alright,
we're here for.
I'm going to follow Alpha over to Durnan.
You can find a spot at the bar, even though you're not alone here by any means. The bar's pretty full. There's still spots you can squeeze yourself into. Durnan seems busy handing out drinks. He does notice you though, and looks at you and says, "What'll it be?"
So, Jordan, we're actually here wondering about a certain someone. We're wondering if we could ask your assistance on the matter.
Possibly. Nothing is free in these parts, but I might know something.
All right,
I've got a mitt full of copper right here.
I'll order a beer.
Perhaps?
I'll have a beer, Jordan.
Coming right up, the house beer. And he goes out and to a keg behind him, pours a couple of mugs, uses the one he was just cleaning and hands it to you. What about you, white hair?
Order something.
Oh my god, I just realized, Alpha, last time we were in here, I was looking a human. Nobody's going to recognize me. I've got a clean slate.
That's okay.
Do you think that...
Don't say it too loud.
Well, you might have a better shot at Yagra now that you're a much more handsome drow elf.
Exotic.
Just saying.
Ooh,
Focus,
you know, Greyhide.
Okay.
I like the way you think.
Durnan says, "You sound mighty familiar to me. Have we met
Oh.
before?"
Haha. No, I just sound... I've got one of those
Fitz, weren't you going to
voices.
order a drink?
Yes, I'll have a beer.
I'll have a beer as well.
All right, Greyhide approaches from behind. All right, he pours more beers and hands them out. You see,
I hand him
he
a
says,
little extra tip.
"Okay, how much do you hand him?"
15 copper.
Did
Well
you say
above
copper?
average. Copper.
15 copper.
Yeah, he scoops it up and says, "Mighty obliged." And he walks to another customer and asks what they want.
I'm
He
gonna
eventually
propose
comes
a
back.
toast with
Oh,
these
go ahead.
beers. I'm going to say we've been adventuring together for quite a bit, and we've had a great many successes and some harrowing tales, but we don't have a name for our adventurers group. I would like to suggest we think of one. Maybe the Brain Puppy Smashers, or something better though. You know, we'll.
Still think that sounds metal.
I'll put that out to suggestion. Let anyone suggest a name for our band of adventurers, and
What, you're
cheers
throwing
to
this
that.
at me?
I'm putting it out to the universe, like everyone in the bar in an earshot. But I don't know if there's anyone else out there, because we don't have that kind of magical technology to broadcast.
You hear someone from the crowd.
Network.
Someone from the crowd goes, "How about bastard smashers?"
I like that. I really like that.
Wait. Does that mean that we smash bastards, or does that mean that we're bastards who smash? I'm a little confused by that one.
I think we smash bastards. We certainly aren't bastards, or at least I'm not a bastard. I would smash one if I knew one. Or a vagrant. I treat them the same way. Bastards and vagrants.
Oh.
The
Yes,
vagrant
with your-
smashers.
With your staunch moral backbone, you have no choice, do you?
That's correct. Vagrant
I-
smashers. That's another one.
So we can put that in the suggestion
We can put that
box.
aside.
I
But
don't-
open to
I'll be honest,
suggestion if anyone wants to.
What's
anyone in the
Durnan doing right now?
ether, in the
Eventually,
ether.
he'll come back and say, "Now, what was that information you were looking for?"
Well, we were just wondering. A friend of ours was concerned about. I point to Malone,
Okay.
this gentleman over here, and we're just wondering if you'd notice anything if odd about him, because he's a frequent visitor of your portal.
I might, but it's going to cost you.
What are we talking about here?
He looks over at Melon, and seems to think for a bit, and then says, "I will tell you everything I know, which might be quite a bit, for 5 gold."
5 gold.
Fitz, do you have 5 gold?
Make it 3 and
I'll
I'll
pass
buy
no
another
money.
round of drinks too. How's that?
As long as they're not in increments of 9 copper.
No, and I reach into my extremely fancy silk purse, which is no longer hidden by my ugly human disguise, and I give him 3 gold.
All right. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Harsh,
One of
harsh,
my
harsh.
favorite things. got a.
I'm worried.
Where's my game log?
We've got a 16 plus 6. We've got a 22.
Wow.
I am.
Betsy can be quite persuasive when you want to be.
There it is.
I've heard that.
Uh,
The vagrant
wow.
smashes. Oh.
He says, 3 gold, that'll do. And the drinks will come with it.
Oh.
And
Well, thank you all.
he pours another drink, but you gotta down that one quick.
Why don't we shorten vagrant smashers to just 3 letters? Badge smashers. Just throwing it out there.
I don't think that's the. I don't think that means what you think that means, Greyhide.
I think
It's
also, I
zippy.
think Durnan's time is very valuable.
Oh, sorry. That just popped into my head, and I couldn't let it
We
go.
should-
I was scared I was going to forget that one later.
Right.
Go.
I won't forget it.
How
Durnan
can
says, Durnan says, well, I tell you what, he has been acting strange lately. He used to come in here a good hour or 2 a day, and now he's in here for upwards of 12 hours a day. It all happened since about 3 months ago. He went down into the Undermountain with a group. I don't know what they were doing. I believe the group of adventurers were young adventurers, and they were going to go on their own. And Maloon seemed to take kindly to them and decided to go to protect them. Sadly, he's the only one who came back, and he's been different ever since.
I mean, that would make me depressed. I can't blame him for that.
He
Does
went to
he-
the
You know,
Undermountain.
I wouldn't mark him as depressed. He doesn't strike me that way.
How does he seem?
Before he was serious and always working on business of his own and such. Now, he seems to loiter around, talking to adventurers, not committing to anything,
Hmm.
just staying in the bar. Good for business.
Interesting.
What group of travelers was he escorting? Do you know?
They were new to the city. Rest their souls, assuming they're dead. I haven't really met them before. It's the first time they wanted to go down. Probably make a name for themselves. Doesn't work out. Never does.
Eh.
Except that one time.
I'm
was you, wasn't
curious
that?
about
When
That
you
was
chose-
indeed.
the Undermountain myself.
Yeah,
I
that
have my
was
backpacks.
Durnan.
Love
It was
to do that
Mert
stuff.
and I.
So the group, how they were just outsiders, nothing particular about them?
He does hear you, Greyhide, and he says, "You can go if you want. It's 1 gold to descend." What does Alpha say?
I'm just asking that group, there's nothing particular about them? The group of people just wanting to go to the Undermountain? And Malone never said anything about them and what they wanted and what happened to them?
Nope, never a word. I can tell you they talked to that lady over there, and he looks around and he points, and you see this. No, it's this old lady who seems to be at a bar talking to a couple of other people, frail looking, wrinkled, bit of gnarled arms just from age, and sipping a drink, having a conversation with 2 other people.
Can I ask one more question? Just sort of done and for sort of general knowledge. What's Rayna's father's name? The old lord, isn't it?
The Open Lord, or the previous Open Lord, Neverember.
Yes, Neverember. Always forget his name.
Yes.
He didn't venture by any chance into the Undermountain, did he? That wasn't a place he frequented.
Neverember, I don't think so.
Yeah, just curious, you know.
Very few go down there successfully.
And
but
what
many
about,
try.
wasn't there some sort of stone we were looking for as well that could guide us to this Neverember's gold? We should ask him about that. I forget what it's
Stone of
called.
Galore? I don't know
Yeah,
if
the
we're...
galore, yes.
Should we ask him about the Stone
wait,
of Glory,
this-
or should we
so-
save that for Rayna? Because I
This woman...
Yes. Yeah, I think
what
you're right.
was... I'm sorry, what was her involvement with Malone?
she spoke to them.
She didn't speak to Maloon, but she spoke to the adventurers for quite a while before they went down.
I agree. She sounds like
And
a
then
witch
he
to me.
didn't come asking after Malone, or did he just stay here by himself?
Mostly stays by himself, from what I can see. Sometimes he'll talk to some adventurers, but he never does anything with them anymore.
That seems odd, doesn't it?
Very odd. but it's also not my business.
Thank you, Dernan.
Thank you, Dernan. That is very observant.
I think
So do
we should pay a visit to this fair lady.
Should we? You don't want to speak to Maloon first? I guess we can speak to her first. Get a little more intel. That makes sense. Sure. I think he sold them into slavery, and then it gave him a crisis of faith, and now he's...
She might get suspicious if we go talk to him and then approach her.
Sure.
Especially if she was involved with some... I don't know. I'm not too sure what's going on here.
Dernan, can I get one more brewski for the gnarled beauty in the corner?
Absolutely. I'll give you another what she's drinking.
Splendid.
But that'll be a gold. She's drinking some of the best meat on the house.
Oh my god. Well, alright, here we are. I give him a gold.
All right. He goes under the counter and pours something from what you don't see. Comes out with another mug of it. It's very goldish and smells a little fruity.
I give it a surreptitious little sip just to see what the effect is.
It doesn't taste too alcoholic. It goes down very smooth. It's definitely a flavorful with a hint of fruitiness in the mead.
This is a very fancy mead. She better be worth it. Thank you, Dannon. I'm going to take my one drink in one hand and her fancy mead in the other, and wander over to this elderly woman and insert myself into the conversation. I'm going to say, "Good evening, madam. I hear that you drink the finest mead that Durndon has in a barrel." Set it down gently in front of her. Gallantly.
You get there, and she looks older, a bit darker skin, like kind of tanned skin, a little bit leathery, and she
Leathery.
looks
Just
to
the way I
have
like my
she looks like that.
women.
Right.
Well,
Oh.
purple is her color.
I don't want to use the word witch, but
More of a hag, I would say. More hag-like.
Greyhide,
You get-
quiet. Don't let her...
You get over there, and she's
Wisdom just means she's wise.
yeah. She's spinning some tale to these two people in front of her. Something about knights and dragons, and her hands are in the air, gesturing while doing it. And you come over and say that thing, and she says, "Well, hello there. Why don't you pull up a seat? I was just telling a story."
Very sure, thank you. That sounds... do you mind if my friends sit with us as well? They helped me pay for your drink.
Oh, she takes the drink and she kind of sniffs and says, "The good stuff. I knew this would come in handy." Puts it in front of her and says, "Why don't you two scatter along? I will catch up with you later." And the other two are begrudgingly, they're kind of into the story and said, "Okay, bye-bye." Based on how they were interacting, they seemed like they were strangers to each other. And then you can all saddle up on the table with her. She says, "Now, what can Auntie Ivory do for you?"
Oh, Auntie Ivory, that is a lovely name. Do you know, we were actually just talking about a young party of adventurers who went down with Balloon, and actually we heard that they didn't make it back up, and you know, that's very sad for us. We were wondering if you knew them. Someone said that you had spoken with them.
You see her eyebrows lift slightly, not in surprise, more in like sadness, and says, "Oh yes, those poor souls. They're following some story I told them about the Undermountain."
You told them this story.
"Oh yes."
Well, I have time for a story. If we were to buy you a flagon of ale, would you care to share the story with us?
We already did. Yes, sure.
All right.
Carry on.
Absolutely.
Never mind. We'll get the next one too.
Nice. Good save, Greyhide.
She'll tell you the story, and she'll go into about how there was this monastery out in the mountains somewhere, and but before that there was sorry, I jumped ahead of myself. There was a Lord Umble who had a sister by the name of Liana, and basically a powerful vampire lord took a liking to that sister. And they knew that it was bad news for the sister. And so they shipped the sister to this monastery that was secluded in the mountains. It was a monastery to Lathander. And all the monks there took an oath to protect the sister. Unfortunately, that vampire lord found out about it. And he made a deal. He sent word to the monastery and said, either you grab her and wait for me to come there to pick her up, or I will destroy you. And they decided to betray their god, betray their oath, and try to capture the girl. She, in desperation, somehow killed herself instead of being taken by them. When the Lord found out about this, he rushed to the monastery and saw that his sister was dead. And he had part of the Brotherhood hung in the very monastery itself. And then and he supposedly waited for the vampire lord to show up to see retribution to the rest of the brothers. And ever since that happened, the monastery has vanished. And she said how it vanished to the Undermountain. And no one really knows what's been there since, other than that there's probably promises of relics and items that are long buried with the monastery.
And they wanted to find this monastery, did they?
Well, I'm a bit of a scholar of the Undermountain, and I may have told them where to go to find it.
Oh.
I've read many things, many expeditions over the years, and after a few decades and a few expeditions into the Undermountain, I finally found it by reading reports.
Why would you send them to the Undermountain, knowing how dangerous it is?
I didn't send them, but when I told them about the story, they went on their own. That's when Maloon showed up and told him I was doing something dangerous, even though I told him I wasn't sending them anywhere and that they wanted to go on their own. So Maloon followed them down.
Roll an insight check on this.
Go for it.
I feel there's something more.
Whoop.
This was quite an insight check. Alpha? Did you?
That was out of existence.
Gee.
Well, she was dead weight anyway. So why don't you and I simply continue with this adventure without that Alpha?
Your party loyalty, Grey.
Wow,
Oh, sorry. Just.
Hello?
Hello.
That witch just poofed me.
Yeah.
Away.
Your screen is dark.
Alpha, I can hear your voice, but I can't see you.
I was getting too close to the truth.
All I see is a spot of darkness.
You should roll an insight check on her.
Oh, it looks like you already did.
She's trying to shut us up.
She's very hard to read.
I also roll an insight check because I'm disturbed by Alpha's sudden disappearance. Also, I've got a 19, which is surprisingly insightful for me. Generally, I'm not very insightful.
Right? You don't see any deception, any tells of deception or anything like that. You definitely get the impression that she did want them to go down there. You're not sure why, per se. You don't get the impression that was necessarily nefarious or anything like that.
Interesting. I also want to roll a perception check of what bloody happened to Alpha. Hello, Alpha. Interesting.
She's back.
Oh my God, where were you? We were all very worried.
But luckily, Alpha didn't notice any of that. Only Fitz did.
Yes. So that's very intriguing, and I'm going to say, was there anything that just because we also are, I'm going to play the card, and I'm going to say, well, we're also a group of adventurers who are interested in expanding our horizons. Is there anything down there that is worth looking for if we were to go, or that you would want us to bring back for you?
I want to know what happened to those poor adventurers. I could... Last time I sent, they never came back. I could guide you this time if you wanted.
You would join us in the Undermountain. It sounds kind of perilous.
I would stay in the back, but I could tell you how to get there.
There must be something more that she wants. Something of hers down there, or something... I don't know. Maybe she was affiliated with this monastery?
Maybe she's the vampire lord in disguise.
Is this Alpha in her mind fortress, or is this Alpha speaking?
I'm speaking quietly to Fitz and Greyhide.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I don't know if that's really something we'd want to do. I mean, is there really any reason beyond just pure academic research to find this monastery? I mean, there's tons of monasteries.
I have one.
That interesting.
Adventure. And
What more do you need than academic research?
Ah, right.
Why would you come with...
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Did Alpha leave? She froze on mine.
There's some sort of freezing spell.
I think that red wizard is getting to her again because
Hold person.
Wait,
Oh, you're back.
Oh.
You got through the hold person spell. Nope.
No. Eviscerated her. Sorry about our friend.
While she's gone. Oh no. Now we're back to this. While that's getting resolved, I do want to say, don't take anything I'm saying this next few things as like something you have to do. That all of it's somewhat planned out and are options, but there's definitely more than one option here.
Sure. Well, Iris, that's very kind of you. I think we might get back to you on that. But in the meantime, have you spoken with Maloon since the unfortunate demise of your friends?
Well, that's the thing. When they came out of the well, I thought only he came back. He was the only survivor, and I found out they all died. If it was, Maloon should be furious at me if he thinks I'm the one who sent them down there. And yet when he came back, nothing. He didn't even speak to me.
Huh. Do you think he's a brain puppy now?
What
probably
is a brain puppy?
Oh, do you think he might be under some sort of possession of some kind?
Oh, maybe. But what in the Undermountain could possess somebody?
Irene, why is it that you are now interested in coming with us and haven't gone previously down to the Undermountain with the other travelers?
I feel responsible for what happened to them. I want to make sure that nothing happens to you. Perhaps if they knew what was down there, the dangers and all the different things down there, maybe they would still be alive today.
I think that's very admirable, Iris. I think she's really looking out for us, and I appreciate that. Well, Iris, thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your drink. I might wander over to talk to our friend Maloon. Iris, is there anything that, we're going to go talk to him. Is there anything we should say to him before we go chat? Is there anything that you want us to ask him or something?
I haven't spoken to him. Ask him what happened to those adventurers.
Yeah, well, we certainly will. We certainly will.
He won't speak to me.
Well, thank you so much, Iris. And I gently excuse myself up from the table, and I glance at Greyhide and Alpha like...
Greyhide and
yes,
Alpha gonna follow?
Where we're... Yeah.
Yes, I'll follow along.
So I'm going to saunter right up to Maloon. and I'm going to put my drink beside him and sit down, and I'm going to say, "Oh, hello. Mind if I sit here, stranger?"
Sure, friends. Sit right down.
Oh, thank you. Maloon, is it?
Yes. Oh, you were the young man who was talking about going out and killing evil with his axe. Very nice, young man. Very nice. By the way, Maloon?
That'd be great to Greyhide.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
saying that to
Maloon's
Greyhide.
Yeah.
Maloon does not look like that.
No, that actually looks just like Iris. Like the
That was
twins.
anti-ivory. And Maloon looks like... War Dragon looks like that.
Ooh.
I hand him my beer that I haven't drank.
It's very rugged.
Okay.
Fizzled.
Which one is it? Is this one? He says, well, thank you there, lady. Why don't you sit down? What are you all up to in the yawning portal today?
I have a seat.
Well,
I think I know you. And he looks at Greyhide and Alpha. I've seen you around. You helped when the troll came up, didn't you? Out of the well.
Oh,
that was them. Yes, that
Yes.
was them.
yeah, we were around then.
You're also the ones who helped save Rainier.
Oh, yes. You haven't spoken with him, have you? How is dear Rainier?
I don't really. Rainier. I haven't talked to him in a while. I assume he's okay. He knows how to take care of himself.
Yes. What a gentleman. What a gentleman. You know, Luke, we were actually we were thinking about heading down into the Undermountain, and you know, you seem like the sort of adventurer who's been around a lot, and we were wondering if you had any advice for us about going down there.
Oh, the Undermountain.
Yes.
There's not much down there.
Have you been?
Oh, yeah. I went the other day, or I guess it was a few months ago at this point.
Oh, and how did that visit go?
Very poorly. Everybody that went with me died. I was the only one who made it out.
Oh my, that sounds horrible.
Well, this
I
is
think
sour
we know
in the
why
mood.
he's not feeling so chipper lately. I say that quietly.
What happened?
Yes, can we know something about that? How did they die? That's awful.
Well, we took them. They went to some monastery that was down there, strangely enough. Don't know how that got built.
You found a
And,
monastery in the Undermountain.
Yeah, and we went into the courtyard, and these wolves attacked us, which, I don't know, wolves aren't a problem to me, but then a werewolf came out and eviscerated the rest of them.
Oh my god.
Did you say
How
a
did-
werewolf?
Werewolf.
I
Go for it.
19.
You get the impression that, well, what he's saying is some parts might be true. He's also straight up not telling much about it. Like, there's probably a whole lot more to the story.
And he's
He's
just
holding
pretending
something
like
back.
people died, but he's pretending like it's no big deal. We're kind of acting.
You
like
do get the impression that he doesn't care. He doesn't seem to care that much about the fact that they died. That his care seems to be a bit of an act.
Interesting. Well, Maloon, how did you get out? How did you survive? And
Well, I ran. I actually maimed the werewolf, my good friend Azure Edge here, and he pulls up his axe, which is like this blue tinted axe. With Azure's Edge here, I slashed the leg of it, and I just ran.
Well, that's intense. So are you ever going to go back down there, or what do you do now, Maloon, after all this?
Well, I'm mainly sitting here and I look for adventures mainly. You know, I'm a bit of a
Right.
mentor.
I just kind of heard that you haven't been on many adventures lately.
Well, I haven't found the right people. Maybe you are. You did save Rainier.
Well, you know,
Yes,
we are quite
We
intrepid.
rescued Rainier at one point.
Hmm.
He owes us.
I'm going to, aside to Alpha, I'm going to say, what if we brought him to the Bronze Dragon and killed 2 birds with 1 stone? What do you think of that?
Do you
Eh?
think do you think he has some kind of memory wipe, or I don't know, this is strange.
I think he's absolutely bonkers. I think he's in traumatic shock, and I think he's going to turn on all of us. But we should bring him with us. I don't know.
I love the sounds. I love that reasoning. I agree wholeheartedly. There's
What do you
always
think?
a little bit of danger, but we can. What we do is we twist danger and make danger our ally.
I feel we don't know enough about him. Like, we don't even know.
He's
He's
nodding
a-
at what Grey High's saying. Like, yeah.
He's supposed. I'm whispering to Fitz. Like, he's supposed to be into Grey High. He's supposed to be part of the elite force, and he's just here in his tavern and drinking beers.
I mean,
I don't know.
maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of rude whispering to each other while sitting here at a table.
Ha! Well, you know, we were just discussing whether or not you might be interested in joining us.
Sorry, I have some lady stuff, and I don't know you, so I didn't want to really talk about that out loud.
Yes.
Yeah, you know how it is. But,
No.
That's-
I probably don't want to know anyway.
Probably
No.
not.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
you
no,
don't.
you
Let me
you
tell
absolutely do not
Right.
want to.
Right.
Oh.
So, are you up for some adventure?
Well, I say we could have a bit of a scrap. What do you say? What do you say, Fitzjeffrey? I'm in.
Well,
But tell him about this. There's word of some dragon on the waterfront. Would you mind joining us and checking that out?
Dragon? Nah, that doesn't matter. I'm sure Vajra will take care of that or something. No, what we need to talk about is, we need to talk about, and he looks around, he looks back at Davil. Say, how about we get a private room upstairs?
oh.
So
Things are moving along a little faster
I think
than
we.
Where's your healing
Hey.
hand job?
Oh, is it that sort of private room?
Right, I
don't
think
give me
we-
that.
We bring him to keep an eye on him, but if something goes south, we just bring him to Vajra. That's what I say.
Yeah, but she doesn't.
If
she
things
doesn't
go
want us
south,
to-
I've got my trusty axe.
It might give us more of an idea of what's going on with him if we can spend a bit more time with him.
Sure. Yes, let's go get a private room. Let's do it. I love
I
private
didn't,
rooms.
that's not what I meant. I just meant to bring him along on our other.
Too late, Alpha. I've already said yes. Come on, let's go to the private room.
All right,
Yes, let's go
very
to the
good.
private room and I'll guzzle the rest of my beverage and
What's happening? I'm not.
Sorry, I was just
What's
reading
happening
what
in your room?
Paul said, and it made me throw up a little in my mouth. So you head back up to. He takes you up to the second floor up this flight of stairs into a private room, different one than what Davil took you into. There's a few of them up here. And after you all enter the room, he says, "All right, I didn't want to say this around Davil because who knows what he's dealing with. But here's what I know: the Centaurum, I think they've been hijacked, led by a new mage that's, sorry, my cat got some fur in my mouth.
Oh.
A new mage, that's what he says. I don't know why. No, a new mage that came into town recently. I think it's, well, I don't want to tell you my suspicions yet. But needless,
You
I
might as
think
well. Just shoot it out. Who do you think it is?
Yes, we're a safe space.
We
We're
can't
a
do half.
non-judgmental zone.
You're either sharing info with us or you're not. You can't do half information.
let the man talk. You'll talk.
Can I roll for persuasion?
Yeah, roll persuasion. Let's see what you got there.
22.
Oh, wow. All right. I think Manchun is back. I think he's taken over the Xantorum.
Oh, who is Manchun?
Manchun was a powerful mage in the past. He was... Actually, let me see how much he actually knows. Okay. Powerful mage in the past. He was afraid of dying, and so to live with that fear, he created a whole bunch of clones of himself. Eventually, Manchun himself, the legend says, died, but his clones are still out. There was a whole age of people hunting down the clones, but supposedly one of them has come back and has tried to take over the Xantarum.
So it's like a war of the clones, like some sort of clone war. Oh.
Yeah, people wearing armor that does nothing.
Oh, well. So, what makes you think that this Manchun is taking over the Xantarum?
I've heard. I have some people who talk to me. Vajra's resources and stuff. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but I work for Vajra. Kind of a big deal.
Oh, she's a big deal. Yes.
Vajra Safahir, may have heard of her.
I've just heard that you haven't been working much lately.
Bigger fish to fry, but this is the biggest fish of them all.
Interesting.
Does Vajra know about this?
What's that? It broke up.
Does Vajra know about this?
Oh, I'm sure she does. Pretty much everything I know, she tends to know.
So what are you suggesting we do to investigate this Manchun character?
Well, I'm still trying to figure out where they guard exactly, but I think I'm on to it.
Huh.
Let's say you come back in 2 days' time, and we'll go assault where they are.
Oh, wow.
And try to take them out.
That sounds interesting. Yes, sure.
But, you come help us with a little mission, and then in 2 days' time we can come help you.
What mission?
Oh, well, we're just going and using these very fancy underwater potions to talk to a bronze dragon who was under the sea. You ever been underwater? I hear it's very nice.
Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's what Vajra, I heard Vajra talking about that.
You don't want to come?
If we do that, then you'll come with me to take care of Manchun?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Alpha, I nudge Alpha and I say, Alpha, just play along. Just say yes. Just nod.
Yes.
Someone
good.
cast Hold Person on her again. Oh, okay. She's back.
Breakfast sandwich, yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
the haunted scarecrows. I don't actually say that.
Well, it's a little late now. Come back in the morning.
Sure. All right. Balloon, very, very pleasurable chatting with you, and yes, we'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning,
we'll
and
chat
off
with the
to
dragon,
adventure.
and keep us posted on the Xantorum. That's very interesting.
All right. I'm going to head home myself and prepare.
Excellent.
And we're going to
You guys think
probably
we
have a
should
few more
follow
beers,
him?
and then
I'll assume he moves out and you go on your separate way. So
you guys
he
think we
doesn't
should
overhear
follow
you.
him?
Yeah.
We should most certainly follow him. Perception check.
Something-
Where is he going?
Something's
North.
weird with him.
Okay. I say we follow him. Yes, Greyhide.
You have to be very careful. He is part of the elite.
I wanted to stay and have some more beers, but if you want to follow the guy, he seems on the up and up to me, but if you certainly want to follow him...
I mean, it could be that he just, that he actually is just, he's fine. He's just so obsessed with this Manchun fellow that now he's focused on that instead of his regular work. I mean, it could be that he is on the up and up.
A clone Manchun.
Well, you've heard of the full Manchun. This is the clone Manchun.
We should decide if we're following him or not, or we're gonna lose him.
Yes, let's follow him.
All right.
Let's follow him.
Then
Headlong
roll a
into
stealth.
following
Very
him.
far back. Very, we're
All
not
right.
close. We don't need to hear.
Roll a stealth with advantage then.
Stealth with advantage.
16.
I've got an 8, which is terrible.
Ew.
16.
Did you roll with advantage? Oh, there you go.
12.
Yeah.
I got a 9. I rolled with advantage. It's I'm a clumsy oaf, and I've had a few too many flagons of ale. I believe.
Your average is okay. That might. Sorry, 1 second. Where I have him up somewhere. Oh, here he is. Okay. All right, so you're following him along. He eventually heads north for quite a while until he comes to his own little. It seems to be his house. It's between two other houses. It goes up on a little deck platform that's slightly raised, and he walks over to it and goes to the front door. The house itself looks like it's one of those just one large big room type houses, where kind of everything's probably in one room. It has
Like a cabin?
yeah, a bit like a cabin. It has, but this one's actually made of some type of stone. It has 2 windows on the side, 2 on the back, 2 on both sides, and 2 on the back. But the front of it has no window.
Seems to be living in squalor, this fellow.
Hey, Alpha, do you have any little friends that you could do that thing where you talk to vermin and get them to...
Ah, yes,
No?
the vermin.
Is that something that you...
I
do
mean, if there are any friends around, I suppose we could see what's.
or is that a lot to ask, and we should just try to look through his windows?
You can roll a survival if you want to find like a rat or something quickly.
Rolling for
frozen.
vermin?
Oh, there you go.
I mean, we could start by looking, see if we can see something through his windows. 'Cause
All right, sure. We'll
Perhaps.
start with the windows.
Who wants to go up and look?
I'll go.
Okay, roll stealth.
Yes.
Very good. Alpha's
Stealthier
probably
than
the best
I,
one
that's
the
for
job.
sure.
Oh,
19.
Grey Hide, a moose
Yeah, you
would be
walk
stealthier
up.
than you.
To the side window.
Enough out of you.
He doesn't seem to turn any lights on. It's dark in there. Roll a perception to see how much you can make out. You'll get sounds no matter what, but see what you can make out. Okay.
9.
So, yeah, you're peering through the window. You realize you can't really see much, so you don't take the chance and you just don't bother looking in. But you have your ear to it, listening. Some time goes
Weird.
by.
Really?
You hear him.
Someone goes home, doesn't put any lights on. Turn any lights on.
Yeah. And you hear him say, "All right, you damn axe. This time you're gonna listen to me." You don't hear anything for a while,
Huh.
and then he says, "About 5 minutes go by, 10 minutes go by." Then he says, "Ah, damn axe," and you hear it hit the floor. You hear the slight creak of some wooden thing he's probably sitting on.
Guys, come here.
Sounds like he's having a drunken conversation with his axe, and he's probably going to
Guys,
nod
this
off
is
to
really.
bed.
This is.
You see movement. You're looking through the window and you think you may have saw something. Your passive perception saw something dark. Maybe go behind the house.
Like a shadow?
Yeah, just like something you just noticed. Like you couldn't make anything out at all. It was like a shadow.
Like it's in the house, or it's.
It was going to the back of the house.
I've got
You hear-
dark vision. I also want to go have a peeky.
All right, roll
Yeah,
stealth.
so I point to Fitz and I point like towards the back of the house and I keep my position.
All right. While he's moving there, with
I've got a 16 for
15, nice.
stealth.
You hear movement just as you get around the back. You see something just finish crawling through the window. You couldn't make out what it was.
Good lord.
You hear Alpha, or both of you would probably hear it from now. You hear, "Ah, you stinky bastard! I could smell you coming."
Stinky bastard. Is this another
Okay.
Kenku?
So
The-
guys,
I don't know. I take my bow out for it
wait,
to be
so-
ready,
so-
but like I hold
Okay.
it down just like quietly.
just
Already?
to clarify, we saw a shadow go into the house.
Yeah, through the window.
Something crawl through the window.
Something crawled through the window.
And then he
Oh
called
my.
it a stinky bastard. It's a Kenku. That's my... I have a nose for these things.
You hear within the building. You hear, report. And the Maloon says,
no. God,
there's nothing new. I think I might have got some adventurers to go with me, though, to attack the Zentarum. It replies, and he says, did you find anything about their hideout? And the voice replies, not yet, but we will. I am almost certain, or I should say, Xanathar is almost certain, he's furious, that the Zentarum must have been the ones to take the Stone of Galore.
he's looking for the stone.
Xanathar.
So I can't see this, but I hear him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I the only one who heard it?
At this point, Fitz would have heard it too.
I'm going to point to Greyhide and use my hands to say, go around, we're all going to guard the exits and kill whatever comes out.
Yeah, that's bad.
Whatever comes
Make an intelligence-based persuasion.
What does that mean?
It means roll persuasion, but instead of adding your charisma bonus, so instead of adding +4, add your intelligence bonus.
Yes. Well, my intelligence
Which I think is +0. But
+1, actually.
+1. So that make it +3, so that's a 21. That makes your insight roll easier. So Greyhide, roll an insight to see if you got all that.
Let's see. I got pretty high Greyhide has pretty high insight.
It's an easier roll because of how well he did his.
He's deceptively intelligent, and he rolls a handsome 18.
Oh yeah, easily. You got exactly what he's saying. That he wants you. I think it was to go guard the front door or something.
I think it's because
go
Fitz
around.
and I are simpatico, right?
Mhm.
We understand the language of danger.
You almost felt like you guys were singing in sign.
Yes. We'll remember this for the musical. Fitz and Grey, the musical, featuring Alpha, if she ever returns, but she's vanished into a pillar of smoke.
Episode 2, The Return of Alpha.
I will signal and do exactly as he says. I'll be prepared to, go to the front and kill whatever comes out. Is that what you said?
That's correct.
I like
Okay.
to kill.
And
Okay,
I'm
roll
going
a stealth if you want to stealth up there.
Sorry, guys.
No problem.
All right.
I'll try and
Without
clip and
disadvantage.
clop over there. There's my stealthy roll, and I just, oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right.
What
With my
happened?
hooves, I clippity clop over there. Not
All
even
right.
trying to be.
So he's heading that way. Are you all going to do anything before he actually gets there?
I'm going
Any
to
other planning?
carefully draw my
Right.
sword and dagger and
Okay.
prepare to kill whatever comes out of the closest window. Alpha, and I'm going to motion Alpha to go to the other window so that we've got all sides of the house
So
covered.
wait, he's exiting the house, or he's
Greyhide's going to the front door to guard the front door, which he's doing so sneakily. And Fitz is walking towards the back corner so that he can see anything that comes out of either of the windows. And he's motioning to you to go to the other corner so that you can shoot anything that comes out of either of the windows.
Just to be clear, Greyhide hasn't heard any of the conversation of what's going on in there. I just got the instruction to kill whatever comes out, and I'm going to do it.
That's
But
correct.
based on what you've heard, and we'll see how things go.
Already.
make a sign. So
Alright.
basically, it seems like this guy is working for Xanathar,
Yes.
and he's after the Stone of Galore for himself, which is probably why he's been incommunicado.
Are you
Yes.
saying Maloon doesn't want to be our friend? And I thought
I
he was
think
on the
he's a-
up and up.
I think he's a brain puppy.
Wait, why aren't you guys trying to make him an actor or something? Or go
That's
to a
still in my
play
back
or something?
pocket. That's still in my back. It's
It worked
always
so well
an
last time.
I mean,
know.
well,
All right, let me get the battle map going here, just in case. Hey, I'm really big.
it occurs to me that we could also just try to let the Kinku escape and then follow it.
Nice.
But I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
I think we've had enough
Where is he? Oh, there you are.
time trying to let King Poo's run around.
And to think Greyhide wanted to go to bed after this and not follow him.
Yes.
I want you to.
I guess
oh,
you guys
wow.
were right on this one.
Yeah.
Ooh,
My cat
music
broke
change.
Alpha. I didn't even do that on purpose. It just did it automatically.
No.
But I glued you back together.
Oh, well done. Looks good.
That is hours of work.
Okay, so Greyhide heads up the stairs, and you hear creak, creak, dum, 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 as he goes up onto the deck. You hear inside Maloon say, "Is that one of yours?" And
Bugger.
you hear a voice say, "Kill them, whoever they are." At that point, you do start seeing something crawl out the window in the back where you are, Fitz.
I see it.
Yep.
I summon the power of the
Graceful.
goddess within me, and I point my rapier at the escaping figure and fire the eldritch blast
What's
towards it to yank it
nice.
towards me with Hager's grasp.
Let's roll initiative.
Yes.
Everybody roll initiative. Ooh,
There's my
stinky
initiative.
bastard is not going first.
Ha! Good.
And I think Greyhide might be going first. And that's good because this axe is thirsty.
Splendid.
What did everybody else get? Let's
I don't know if
see.
you gathered that. The liquid that it's thirsty
14.
for is blood.
16. And Alpha got 14.
Hmm.
And Greyhide got 20. How does Greyhide always go so fast?
His axe is really thirsty.
Yes.
So it's your go, Greyhide. The door is right next to you. I didn't paint it brown yet, but you could probably see it, I think.
Yeah, so there's...
Yeah.
I mean, the Kinku crawled out the window. I'm not going to go after that. I'm going to... so I did hear... I would have heard them say kill them, so I'm just going to kick the door down.
That's
Nice. Rolling
Sorry,
athletics.
where are
Rolling-
you going, Greyhide?
Here we go.
Where
Here
are
we
Kick the door
go.
down.
We're all like rolling
Still
high. and
out
he's
the
just
window,
like-
my friends. I'm kicking open the front door. Let's see. Athletics. I'm very
I always
athletic.
lose my... This isn't good music for this. We need something more battle-y.
Like
It is-
Guile's music from Street Fighter 2 would be good.
Oh, I should do that.
Is
Is that copyrighted, do you think?
It is.
Probably.
Oh,
Heavily.
It is.
But it lives in our
Expensive.
hearts. Royalty free.
It is
Royalty free in
fascinating
our
to
hearts.
Fitz that we're all like, yes, let's be stealthy, and Greyhide chomps up the stairs
Yeah.
and kicks the door open.
That's enough to break the door open. It doesn't quite fling open like you would want, but it breaks through the lock and the door opens.
The roof came off. Nice moves, Greyhide.
That is quite a kick.
Very
Well, they
impressive.
heard me and they said go out and kill them. So I figured, the surprise is gone. I've
The
already.
Kinku's coming out the back. Oh, nope. That camera's not updating for some
It
reason.
is a Kinku, stinky bastard. Ooh, I want that feather.
Is it stinky?
Why is it not?
Wow, you're becoming a kinky collector.
Yes, I am.
Oops.
No, I've already got my feathers. We haven't formed a relationship with Stinky Bastard the way we did with the other two, whatever the fuck their names are.
Yeah.
But
Stinky and Trixie.
Whatever the names are, Tricky Bastard still remains in my heart.
Tricky
So what is-
and Sneaky.
Ah.
Yes, Tricky and Sneaky Bastard.
What is you kick open the door and you see Maloon in there. He doesn't have his armor on, and his axe is on the ground.
As much as you know what? See, I'm sort of torn here as a paladin. I said I was going to kill them, but I've kicked open a man's door, even though he said to come and kill us.
Oh no.
I don't know if I want to use lethal force on him yet, so I'm going to just plow into him and hit him with the butt of my axe with
Alrighty.
as much force as I possibly can to knock him out. We'll see
Alrighty.
how that goes, but I just can't kill an unarmed man in his own home whose door I kicked down. That's just sort of it's a bit much for Greyhide. So,
Also,
Alrighty.
all you know is we told you to kill things, and then you heard someone say to kill him. You haven't heard
We
the
were
fact
just
that he's
having-
working for Zenithar and is probably a brain puppy.
yes, I mean
don't know
we just
about being
had
a
drinks
brain
with this
puppy, but-
fellow. I'm going to. So will I be rolling? What am I rolling? to hit?
Yeah,
With
just
my
your
hand
normal hand act. You can with a melee weapon, you can always attack non-lethally.
Okay, I'll do that. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, good lord!
That's a crit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, so I'll roll damage then.
Well, if you roll not too high, you might just knock him out.
Alrighty. That's Are you gonna do anything else with it, or leave it at that?
I think I'm just debating whether I should do that divine strike nonsense and use up a spell slot. This guy, I don't know. He's a man in his own home. I think I'm going to leave it at that, my friends.
Okie dokie.
It's a pretty good hit, though.
But wait, how did he react
That's
to
a
that?
solid hit.
I
mean,
yeah. You go up to him with your axe, and you turn the axe around to hit with the butt of it, and you smack him right across the side. Easy hit. He doesn't even have armor on, and he just kind of turns. It hits him and deflects off. It looks like he mitigated most of the damage, but it definitely hit him and did that damage. He looks fine.
Well, I think.
And he says, "Oh, I wish you didn't hear that."
Yes. I imagine
you gonna do anything else?
So, Maloon.
I don't know if you have anything else.
What am I going to say? I'll just say, why are you trying to kill us? Why do you want us dead? I don't know if he does.
Alrighty. He bends over and says, "That's something you probably won't find out." And he bends over to lift up his axe, and it doesn't budge. And he sits there, and he pulls at it again. Axe still doesn't budge. Finally heaves it up, and then eventually drops it. And that was his turn. He looks at his axe, and he says, "Oh, you damn axe, not now." Then it is Fitz.
This Maloon really has issues with his axe. He really can't get it up.
Yeah, the Kinku's coming out of the window there. You can
Yes.
around the corner.
I fire my Eldritch Blast at his retreating form and use Hager's pull to yank him towards me, and I say, "Come back here, you kinky Kinku."
Roll it.
Yes. And a blast of purple magic erupts from my sword.
Oh, that hits.
17.
Straight into
yank
him. It goes into
as
his body and yanks him towards you.
And as he pulls towards me, he catches himself on the butt of my sword and smacks him, and it does 6 damage.
He falls on the ground when you do that, and you hear him say, he puts his arms up and says, "Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!"
Do I recognize the voice?
No.
No. You were trying to kill us. Ah! I'm not falling for your cute little voice, you cute little bird.
But that's Fitz. You want to use your bonus action for anything?
Yes.
You have Hexblade's Curse if you want, but I think I don't know if you have anything else.
I'm not going to use that yet. I'm just going to take my dagger as my offhand weapon.
All right.
Wait, can I do that with an Eldritch Blast and an offhand weapon?
I don't remember. Just do it, and I'll figure it out later.
Sure. So he says, "Don't hurt me, don't hurt me," and I say, "I've trusted your kind before," and I stab him with my dagger to poke his body into the ground so that he can't move. Just keep him there.
Nice. Roll that dagger, or rapier. Dagger.
Dagger.
Right.
So it'd be it would still hit
Sorry,
either way.
no, wrong roll. That was my.
That was a really good roll too. That's a shame.
Yeah, it's a real shame. No, we've got a. Oh.
Roll a 20.
I rolled a 1. Oh my god.
Yeah, roll a d20. Roll a fumble die. Have you guys roll it now so you know why things are happening.
Uh-oh. Okay, we've got a 13.
Oh no, it's fine. Nothing. You just miss. You go in, and he rolls to the side, and it hits the stone.
Yeah. Damn it.
Then it is Alpha.
Okay, so I basically run inside because now Greyhide kicked down a door, and
Yeah.
because I still can't see through that window, right? It's all dark.
The door's open. I would say there's enough moonlight to get some dim light in there at this point.
So was I able to see what happened?
I'll give him some cover basically for the darkness, so it might be a bit of a harder hit if you want to shoot from there, or you could go to the door and get closer and shoot from there.
No, I'm gonna go to the door.
I aimed to stab him in the butt, but I missed. Also, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Paul. Perhaps I should have.
Okay, so the door is open because he kicked it open, right?
Yeah, it's open.
Okay, so Greyhide, try and pick up his axe because I don't know. I saw something weird was with his weapon. I don't know that axe is.
Well, I think that
kinda
he was unable to pick it up, and he seems to be friendlier with the axe than I am. I don't know if I would have any better luck with that. I just think I want to take advantage of attacking him while... that's my feeling, anyway.
You can, if you want, on a movement. As part of your movement, you can pick one thing up as a free action. Pick one thing up, close one thing, open it or close the door
So I
as a
could
free
have
action.
done that on my turn instead of saying something that wasn't that witty.
You want to go ahead and do that real quick? We can say you would have picked it up. It means you won't have your shield if you were to get hit, so you'd have to hold it in your shield hand.
Okay. So is this my new turn?
No, I was saying if you wanted to go back and say you did that on your turn.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Okay, you pick it up, and you actually do pick it up.
Wow.
And you immediately hear a voice in your head. Who are you, and what do you want? But now back to Alpha. So,
Just be nice to the axe. Okay, so I aim for I aim for his leg.
roll it.
Where is it?
Where?
26. Oof.
Wow, high rolls today. Jesus Christ, that definitely hits.
Impressive.
He only has an AC of 12 right now.
And I was aiming for his leg. I don't know if I get to aim for specific body parts, but
If you want to do a called shot, it would give you disadvantage on the shot. Otherwise, it would just be normal.
all right, let's just leave it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, that does a lot of damage to him. Well, no, but he takes it and it kind of hits him on. It's coming right at him. He turns a bit and it gets him sideways a little bit, and the arrow's sticking out into his abs and sticking out the other side a little bit. But it looks like it just got the side of, like, nicked him on. It was enough to go into him, but it only got the side of him with no vital organs. And you see him just kind of idly pull it out and throw it away.
Oh,
like it didn't really hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
he's a badass. I think he's a brain puppy. I think he's been brain puppy taken.
He is bleeding from it, and you can tell these things are hurting him. But
And
He's still standing.
so I just said to him, like, so you're working for Zenitar.
Yeah. Okay, he'll just say
Yeah,
that's
what he says. Yep.
he says that. Yeah. No.
Yep. Yep.
He says it's not going to matter after tonight for you.
Why? What's going on?
What's happening
tonight?
after tonight? Oh, he
He's
thinks they're going to
That's
kill
a
us.
threat.
That's not
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
happen.
that's right. I was like, wait, what's happening?
No, he's gonna take us
We're
to
not
the
going
opera. I also love Alpha just like firing an arrow and then casually being like, "So you're working for Xanathar now, eh?"
Yeah.
You want to do anything
So
else?
okay, I ready an arrow, but I don't think I get bonus action to shoot.
Bonus
another
action if you want, like one of
Yeah.
your spells or something like that, if you wanted to.
one? Sorry. Yeah, I'll use Hunter's Mark on him.
Alrighty. You want to say you did that first?
Well, I hadn't rolled for it.
You just, if you say you want to do it first, that you just roll a d6 and add that to the damage.
Also, Gotham, yes, Red Velvet is correct. Thank you, Red Velvet. Which is why her character is actually has been abducted and is trapped and surrounded by sharks, which was in our previous episode.
You can see the previous episode.
Thank you, Red Velvet.
Okay, sorry. So where am I? Oh, where are my dice? So I'm rolling a d6 right now.
D6, yeah. And then while you're doing that, the Kinku's gonna go. The Kinku he just stands up next to you, Fitz, and his arms are still up, and he's gonna slowly back away. Do you want to take an attack of opportunity, or do you want to let him go?
I'm going to take an attack of opportunity. I'm going to stab him with my sword.
Go for it.
I'm going to say, don't even think about it, you mean thing. And I'm going to roll.
That'll hit.
I've got 15. Does that hit?
That'll definitely hit. Roll the damage on
that.
You rolled 5 on the d6. Nice.
12 damage.
That was a lot of damage.
Right. As he backs away, I just skewer him. Crispy fried king, exactly. And then Alpha is so impressed with my performance that she
vanishes.
He's backing up
out of existence, but just for a second.
Yeah. You turn around and see him. I mean, you're facing him as he's backing up, and you say, "Not today," and you stab him, and he just falls over, unconscious. You're starting to notice it smells. Like he smells like sewage. He's a stinky bastard.
Stinky bastard.
Oh, God.
That's one feather I won't be adding to my collection.
The stinky bastard is down, I yell.
Yeah, I don't want one of those stinky feathers. I
do
don't
you
like
wanna move?
vagrants, and I don't like things that smell like poop.
Do you want to move at all? Does Fitz want to move at all?
Oh, that was just my reflexes. He was.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Wow, you know this game better than me. Greyhide.
All right. Well, I have 2 axes. I have one that's talking to me.
Yes.
Am I able to reply psychically or other, or I guess I wouldn't know how to do it psychically, but I hear something and I don't know.
You can try to speak in your mind and see if it pickets it. You can always try.
Nice to it.
I don't think Greyhide. It would occur to Greyhide at this moment to
try
speak
that
in his mind. I think he would probably speak out loud. So what did it say? It asked, "Who are you?" Right?
Who are you and what do you want?
Okay, well I'll answer out loud and say, "I am Greyhide, and I want vengeance." So I'm now going to attempt to attack Melange with both axes, if possible.
Who is your daddy and what does
as you're attacking, you hear a voice in your head say, "Who do you want vengeance against and why?"
Against Maloon for betraying us to Xanathar. That's a pretty good reason, I think.
Roll a deception.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's not very deceptive.
You hear in your head, "I don't believe you, and if I did, I wouldn't let you pick me up."
If he did believe me, he wouldn't let me pick him up. So he likes that I'm just a paladin. Can I swing this axe still?
You say that out loud. We'll say that's the last thing you can get off. Go ahead and roll your first attack with your axe.
With my axe, all right.
Greyhide, who are you speaking to?
It's complicated.
What?
That hits. Roll damage.
At least
Alpha, what's he doing in there?
Okay.
I have no idea. He might be losing it.
Oh my God!
So with this first one, I'm going to do a divine smite with this hit
all right.
as well.
Add 2 more d6 to it, or 2 more d8 to it.
Dun, 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 dun. So 1 and 2, and huzzah! I actually say that.
Not bad.
Huzzah!
14.
Bits, what are you doing out there? We might need your help in here.
And then, oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to move, Fitz? I forgot about that.
Oh, when it's my turn, I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Jeez, I forgot you know how to play better than me. You hit and it sinks into him, and you see the flash of divine energy also hit into him. You get him right here, and he shoves it to the side, your axe to the side, so it goes out of him, but it still hurt him.
All right, so that's one axe. What about the other?
That's one axe to grind. The other, after you say that last thing, interesting enough, when you try to deceive it, you can feel it starting to get heavy and heavy and heavier. And then when you mentioned that you're a paladin, it immediately became lighter again. And you can swing with it.
Okay.
It likes paladins.
So it likes when I tell it the truth. Okay. So I will attack with it. So is it the same? Would it be
It's the same
as-
thing.
Okay.
Let
Let me
but
do that then.
yeah, the damage will be slightly different since it's your offhand.
Well, this is a piss poor roll, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you miss it. You're not used to the weight of it yet, and you kind of go in at it, and he dodges out of the way.
Plus, it's getting heavier and lighter and heavier.
So
and
should I
lighter.
roll? Should I roll for intelligence or something? Does Greyhide? I figured out that it responds to truth. Would Greyhide have figured this out yet?
Yeah, generally, it's up to your interpretation, you the player at this point.
I'll say that he figures it out. It's like, huh. So it got lighter when I told it the truth. Okay. So
That might not
I'll
even
remember
be.
that
That might not even be the reason.
Maybe it just likes paladins, you know. Maybe it had a friend who was a paladin as a child axe when it was a little baby axe.
But that's Greyhide. It did his divine flash. Got convinced the axe or something.
And if I have
Maloon.
any more action, I will say one more
Mhm.
thing. I'll just say one final thing to the axe. It's like,
Mhm.
I like fighting because it's new to me. I like fighting with two axes, even though I missed. I'll say that anyway. I like the idea because I felt I was getting the hang of it, and I almost got him. It's like, I'll just say that.
Okay. While the other people are going, it says in your head, I don't know who you are, but I know who you are attacking. That's good enough right now.
Wow,
The
that axe really hates its owner.
Maloon is going to. You're attacking him right now. He's gonna hop off the bed, and he goes over to that next to the bed, and he fishes through his stuff and pulls out a dagger, and he attacks Greyhide. Remember, you have -2 to what your AC is now because you're using two weapons rather than using your shield actively.
Oh,
And he's going to come up and attack 4 times. He comes up to you and just starts slashing you with the dagger really rapidly.
4 times. What is this man?
That's gonna hit 21, a 18, a 16, and a 10. What's your AC right now? It's a dagger. What's Greyhide's AC right now?
Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I was. My AC is 18.
-2 because of the shield. You're not using the shield right now.
Oh, that's correct. So that would make it 16.
16. So that means 3 of those hit.
I don't like the sounds of that. 3 of those.
Yeah,
3 dagger slashes.
it's not as good with daggers. But that comes out to 5, 9, 16 damage
Oh, only
as he
16
goes
damage.
into you
Well,
with this dagger. Just stab, 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 stab.
That's
Oh my
3 stabby
God.
McStabbersons. Huh, so that's the downside of fighting.
And he
with
says,
2
"I don't
axes.
need an axe to kill you."
No. I don't really want you to kill me at all, I was
This.
shit.
So,
Nilo, help in here. I've been perforated 3 times.
I'm coming. Just calm down for a moment.
Calm
I'm
down.
I'm going to.
Blood's
sheathe
like pouring out of him.
Ugh. Okay, just remain calm. Everything will be fine.
Stop leaking.
I'm going to sheath my dagger, grab
Yep.
the kinku, and drag it with me as I go around to the front door.
Okay.
Because I don't want to just leave it there. I don't want to kill it fully, but I do want to go.
Well, you will move at half speed if you're carrying something.
Sure. So I
Okay.
drag.
You won't.
I
5 to.
You
That
want
means you
to
can only
just
move
tie it up?
3 squares.
Oh my god. Oh. Can I move so that I can see through a window?
Yes.
So with one hand on kinku, I move to a window. And can I
Okay.
still attack at this point?
Yeah, you can tack through the window.
I
With Eldritch
fire
Blast.
and I summon the beauty of the goddess, and I say, that man in there is a bad man, and I fire a purple blast of eldritch magic through my sword, through the window, at Maloon.
Did you want to do your bonus action first? If you want to put Hexblade's Curse on him?
I do. First, I fire through the window, and I say, come dance with me, and I fire my Hexblade's Curse so that suddenly my sword is locked into his very movements, into an endless dance that only one
Cool.
of us may survive. And then I fire him an Eldritch Blast through my sword at his crotch
Alrighty.
because he's a bastard.
Ha! Right in the dink.
I get an 11, so I don't know. Wait, but with Hexblade's Curse, what does that mean?
I was just about to look it up. I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, me too. Oh, shit. So I should know
It might
this.
say on your character, actually. But,
I'm looking. It's
uh,
not in my
Hexblade-
spells.
I'll find it here in just 1 second. Sorry.
Proficiencies. Hexblade. Yeah, Pact Magic. Hex Warrior.
Oh, there it is.
Hexblade
Okay.
Curse.
You get a bonus to damage rolls. Equal. The bonus equal. So you get +2 to your damage. And you crit on a 19 or 20 now.
But I don't have any help to. It doesn't help if I don't hit him, eh? I've got an 11.
11 is just what you need to miss. A 12 is what you need to hit him.
Nicely done.
So I lock into him with the magic of my Hexblade's Curse, and then I fire at the ceiling.
You look really nice.
Thank you. Thank you,
I'm
Alpha.
still perforated and bleeding profusely in here.
Yes, you are.
I
Alpha.
don't have
What is Alpha
any
going to do?
healing, Greyhide. I have nothing. Just give yourself a little healing hand job.
You saw
Hi.
you saw him Maloon move to the side, grab a dagger, and stab Greyhide 4 times. 3 of them hitting.
Right, so I had enacted my hunter's mark.
Yep. So the way it works is if you just hit him with your normal bow now, you just always do an extra d6 damage.
Exactly, Udaho. Exactly.
Alright, so I go for it.
Okay.
Like to hit Malone. Can't see. What did I roll? Sorry, my thing disappeared.
A 17. That'll definitely hit. Roll the
Nice.
damage on that, and be sure to roll a d6 with it afterward.
Yikes. Less good. Less awesome.
5
Less
plus-
awesome.
Wow. That was
Less
minimum
awesome.
damage.
That is the smallest amount of damage I could have possibly done.
Yeah, you fire at him, and it just kind of like ding, ding, ding.
Do I get a bonus action, like a bonus fire?
No, that's for 2-weapon fighting.
That was okay.
If you have any other bonus action like spells, you can do maybe, but I don't know if you do.
Do I see any animals around
Um,
quickly? Like any birds or anything fly by or anything from where I am?
let's see. Yeah, I mean, you see you actually see, you have that thought, and you look up on the top of the building, and there's that raven, the same raven you keep seeing, staring down at you.
And can I ask with using my my animal.
I think that's an action to cast, isn't it? To speak with
Yeah,
animals.
it would be an action, right? To speak with
Yeah.
animals. Would it be possible to ask them to, I don't know, like run an errand? Is that something we can do? I can do.
Can you ask them to
Not
kill
normally.
Balloon as an errand?
No.
Just
Okay.
suggest it.
If you can, if you speak to them, if you can make it so you can speak to animals. Without that, it could be kind of not normally. Not
No,
unless
no,
it's
not
just like
normally. No. But if I
Right.
cast it,
yeah, you can.
awesome.
But it'll take your action to cast it, and you already attacked.
So I guess I have to wait till next turn then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, then it is Kinku. Interesting. Okay, then Greyhide. What is Greyhide gonna do?
So I am perforated. I am spewing blood.
Yes.
But above all of that, I am furious and hungry for mayhem and vengeance and death. And I say out loud enough for the axe to hear me. You are going to die for this, Maloon. And I'm going to attack him with both axes.
Which one are you using your main hand?
I was thinking that. I'm going to do caution to the wind, and I'm going to switch and put, unless it costs me a turn, but I'm going to put the new axe, the talking axe, as my main hand, and I'm going to attack with that first.
Okay, yeah, you can do that as your free action for the round, your movement thing.
Cool.
So that's fine. You can feel the axe. It almost feels like almost like a slight electrical tinge to it. You can feel it's almost like vibrating almost.
Okay.
That is interesting.
So I like it. So I'm going to I'll roll to attack with that axe. That's an
Alrighty.
all right. I think that's an okay roll.
That's an okay roll.
It's actually a 20 to hit. But yeah, roll damage.
Oh, it is a 20 because I rolled 17. Okay, so
Because the axe is adding to your roll.
Oh, that's wonderful. So okay, so
Ooh.
I'm also, damn it, I'm going to do another divine smite because I'm
Demon
perforated.
Demands,
So
thank
I'm gonna roll and then do a divine smite
Yep.
as well.
Sounds good.
Boom, and let me just go here.
That actually did 11 damage.
Good lord, I love this axe. So let me go about 1 and a 2, and this is more divine smite-arinos. 11 plus 12. I don't know if that does...
23. Wow.
23. That axe is shining with your divine light and its own bluish electricity.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And I still got another axe.
You swing down at his chest, and it hits him straight on, like over on the non-heart side. And he looks at you, and he takes it, and there's almost like a strength battle between you two, as he just pulls it out of his chest and throws it back at you. And what are you gonna do?
Well, I still have another axe in my hand. I'm going to go straight for the neck with this one and just try and just get him right across the throat. Catch him unawares.
Alrighty.
So I'm going to roll with that one.
He'll never
I've
see
got
it
no
coming.
more divine smites in here. I'm smited out.
You're smitten.
I'm smitooned.
He's all
Ooh, that's exactly what you need to not hit.
Ah! So I'm going to get perforated even more, I'm afraid.
Oh no.
Guys,
Yes.
I'm in some serious shit over here. He's mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is his turn,
Uh-oh.
and he's going to. He's
Kill me.
bleeding from his chest, and
If
he's
the axe will defend you, you're dead.
and he pulls back, and he's going to go in at you.
Here we
He
go.
does
Yeah,
one
yeah.
attack for 20. A second
boy.
attack for 8.
Oh, boy.
Ah,
Another
I think I missed
attack.
that one.
For what does that come to? 15. That one misses, right? And then his last attack. Ooh, for 24.
Oof, that
So-
is 2 hits.
I have an armor class of 16, so 2 hits.
Yeah.
Been nice
hits.
knowing you.
Oh no.
Ooh. Wow. I rolled max on that. That is 12 damage as he stabs
I have-
into you.
4 hit points,
Oh,
so that puts me at like
boy.
-8.
You're at
so
0. So yeah, you go unconscious. Greyhide,
Oh,
he comes over and stabs you twice right in the stomach as you just see
Oh,
Greyhide collapse forward next
shoot.
to him.
No.
Oh.
Huzzah!
terrible.
Greyhide, no.
And he says, 1 down, 2 to go.
Oh my god, he is a badass. I knew it. I'm gonna yell at him. Why did the Xanathar turn you? What did they offer you?
At this point, you see a figure run up.
This is terrible.
Uh-oh.
Runs into the room. A
Why
familiar
is it
drow.
coming in through windows?
The one that was watching you before, and runs in and engages Maloon.
Oh my god. It's our friend from the boat.
Oh,
Also my strange dreams.
Oh,
Yes.
the lady boy. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, well, yes. Don't say that too loud.
he's
Oh, I'm
unconscious. He's
dead,
not saying
though.
anything.
Yeah.
I'm dead right now.
And I yell through the window, "Oh my god, I'm so happy you've been watching us, you creepy fuck."
It is Fitz's turn.
And locked in with my Hexblade's curse on Maloon, horrified by what he has done to my friend, I fire once more the purple blast of magic through my rapier in the eldritch blast towards Maloon.
I don't know if it changed what you do, but you could go through the window if you wanted to. The Kinku went out that window. That window's just open. It's up to you.
For now, not yet.
Okay.
For now, I'm just going to fire through, and I've got a 25.
That's a crit because you have Hexblade's curse on it.
Ha ha!
So roll the damage twice here. It's 2d10.
So 2d10, so I've got a 7 and an 8 for a total of 15 as a fiery purple arc of
Are you moving it?
goddess energy fires into his chest from my sword.
He puts his hand out just as you're doing it, and it hits his hand, and it seems to like go past his hand and hits him part of the body. You see his hand is damaged from it, but it prevented it from hitting his main body.
Oh my
He still took
god.
full damage.
Earth.
How did he do that?
Something happened when he went to the Undermountains, I think.
Oh, something happened when he went to the Undermountain, that's for sure.
I'm still dead.
Unconscious.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
working on you.
Not the same.
Yes,
For some reason, all the characters just talk unconsciously when they're unconscious.
Yes, they speak from the grave. It's our psychic connection.
Grave.
All right, that's it for that. Unless you have some bonus action you can do.
Grave hide.
And then,
Not really. My other hand is grabbing a kinku, so...
Yep. All right,
That's
Alpha. What is Alpha gonna do?
So basically, that didn't do much to him.
Yeah, it looked like it's what all these things are whittling him down, but he doesn't look all that bad off.
He's got a lot of hit points. I'm pretty
Yeah.
impressed with this awful Maloon character. I'm quite impressed with him.
Yes,
So the Raven's still there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tell it. I cast. Talk to animals,
Okay.
and
Not playing with my
I
bear.
I asked the Raven if he can send. Like I have like a mental image of Vajra in my mind. Can they see that? Can
the
he
Raven-
communicate in that way? If I want him to send her a message.
Yeah. The Raven says, I can understand you. Sorry, I can understand you.
Okay.
Oh.
I need you to find.
I've been following you for so long. That's the first time I could talk in a long time.
You've been following me?
I'll explain later. I must go.
Wait,
what
no,
you
I need
say.
your help. Get Vajra and tell her that Malone has betrayed us. To come to his cabin.
Okay. It flies away. You hear it calling back at you, though, and you can still understand it. And it says, "Don't trust any more packages like that ever again."
Packages? What package?
And it goes off.
The one from the Red Wizard, maybe, that brought you back to him?
Package. What's happening?
I don't know.
I've seen this raven before.
Okay, good. Hide.
That would have been my
I'm
action for.
Dead.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to do anything for your bonus
Alas!
action? Sorry.
Can I shoot my arrow for my bonus?
No, that takes your action.
That takes my action.
Yeah, I'm not sure you really have anything for
I don't
bonus
have
action.
any bonus. No.
All right, Greyhide, roll a death save.
Oh no.
Alright. Is it just it's just a D20? I've never rolled a death save before.
Yeah, it's just a straight up D20.
I, Greyhide, am expert at staying
Fitz has
alive.
his
So
wine
this
on
whole
the side.
death thing is new. Let me roll a D20 though.
Oh no, Greyhide.
A beautiful death, and I aced this death save.
18.
Fantastic.
You really
I'm-
did ace that death save. That's actually
Even
kind
at
of
being dead, I excel.
Yeah. Good. Then it is Maloon is going to say, Jarlaxle, I bet. And then goes in and tries to stab them.
By the way, Jarlaxle, took you long enough.
No, that's not Jarlaxle. That's Jarlaxle's friend. Jarlaxle's the captain. This one's the sexy one. Yeah, they're both
By the way,
sexy.
sexy one, it took you long enough.
Well played.
Sorry, I don't have the.
Like, if he was spying on us, he could have
right up
intervened.
here. That is here.
Just saying.
I mean,
yeah.
he probably didn't want us to know that he was spying on us.
Oh, yeah, probably not.
Whatever.
Yeah, they'll.
Don't trust him.
She actually has a shield out, but she pulls a gun from her side and points at him point blank.
Oof.
The sexy one?
Yeah,
The doctor.
sure. That's a matter of perspective.
The sexy one is correct.
And easily hits because the guy has no armor on. Let's see, where is it? It's these and this. Oh my god, this guy uses too many dice. Oh, that's a lot of damage. And he shoots the guy turns before he dodges again before it can hit him full on, but it still hits him in the shoulder and he spins from the blast. And it looked like it hurt, but he still looks like he's starting to look a bit worn down at this point. He's starting to show some wear and tear. That Drow, who I don't think you ever got the name of, starts fiddling with the gun and getting it ready for another shot. Then it is. Maloon's gonna go ahead and attack the Drow with 3 attacks.
Oh no, not our friend!
One of them's a crit, and 3 of them hit,
Oh my god.
doing what is that? 5, 6, 12, 20 damage
20 damage.
with the dagger.
That's
Guy is
intense.
rolling.
That person
How is
looks hurt. He took it, but you see him holding the blood that's coming out of his side from being stabbed.
Oh my god.
Then it is Fitz.
Hey, aren't you glad we followed Maloon? He's going to murder us, you know. Oh, wait, I'm dead. I'll shut up. I know my role.
You hear this.
Gurgling.
You think this is what Greyhide would have said if he were still up.
Yes, his ghostly voice.
Bitter that he's dead. He's very bitter about this.
I Fitz is horrified by this, but once more, no, you know, he's so upset. They're all bleeding. Everybody's dying. I can't anymore. He jumps in through the window, and stabs at Maloon with his rapier, and says, "Stop killing people, you mean thing!" And stabs him.
Nice.
And,
Roll that
beam
stabby
at
stab.
Fitz from beyond the grave. With pride.
we've got
I
an
beam at you.
18.
That'll hit.
We've got an
Roll that beautiful
18.
bean
Very
footage.
nice.
We've got a 4, we've got a 9 of damage, and then I'm so angry that my emotion pulls the goddess energy, and I cast my wrathful smite to add another d6 of purple energy flowing down my rapier and into his chest
Ooh.
for another 5 of damage.
Huzzah!
Huzzah. That happens. And you do stab him down in the down right under his rib cage. And you see him cough a bit, and you can see a little blood coming out of his mouth at this point. But he still slowly pulls the blade out of himself and throws it back at you.
Oh my god. And then I stab him with my dagger as well. I quickly
Roll that damage, or roll that
pull out,
attack.
you know, while he's pulling it out of him, I just get one of those, and I totally miss.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked that
He pulls out, and when you're stabbing, he pushes you off, and it unbalances you for a second.
Ugh.
Then
Nice
it
hit.
is.
My
Go ahead.
god, Alpha, he's a badass.
You should have helped
Shoot
me.
him with the arrow! I think solemnly in my comatose state.
Alpha.
Yeah, let's shoot him with an arrow.
What's that?
It's what you were going to do anyway.
Alpha, you should shoot him with an arrow.
I think I miss. Right? I need 12 to hit.
Wow. Yeah, just barely
wait a
missed.
sec, Greg,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
does Hexblade's curse help me at all for the last attack?
Oh, it would have added 2.
Ah! So that's 2 more damage
Yep.
because of the dance that we are locked into.
Yep. Okay, so that barely misses. You shoot in at him, and he's just moving too fast, close range.
okay.
Then
That's,
you're gonna stay there.
yep.
Okay, that's rolled the Kinku roll, and then Greyhide, roll another death save.
As I roll this death save, I just lie there. That's it.
How
It's
ungreyhide
him
of you.
lying there. Bleeding.
I do it. Can I roll this gallantly? This is a gallant death save.
Well, Mark can, I guess.
That's
Wow,
weird.
that's consistent.
I'm fighting my way back to life. I'm gonna get one more shot at this guy when I wake up. I believe I'll get, yeah.
If you roll a natural 20 at any point, you automatically come back up.
Oh, I leap back to life. Love it.
So
Alright.
close.
You hear a loud cacophonous go off as the gun shoots again. Oh, and you see the wall break open, and there's like this little hole in the wall because he missed.
Oh no, our dark elf friend is.
And you see them go and they throw the gun aside and pull out a rapier.
Now you're talking my language, fellow drow.
Maloon says, Xanathar sends his regards.
Oh my god, I'm having tricky flashbacks.
And he, let's see. That will only be 2 hits this time. Yeah, 2 hits. Doing 7, 14, no, 13. He's looking hurt. Not Maloon. Well, Maloon is too, but this guy's looking pretty hurt. He comes in
Sexy
again,
guy?
stabs, and this person seems pretty good at taking some damage, but they look like they couldn't take too much more of it.
Oh no.
Then from there, it is that's Moon Fitz.
Kill him!
I still have a healing potion
You
in
do.
my bag. Do I have to wait? Like, can I use my attack to just pop it out and pour it down Greyhide's mouth instead?
Yep.
That will be your attack, but yeah.
That'll be your action. But yeah, you can do that.
You know,
Sandwich.
breakfast. If only I had a breakfast sandwich, that would pop him out right away. So
True.
I lean. Even though I realize that Maloon is probably a problem, I'm just watching Greyhide die, and I can't handle it any longer. And I say, 1 second, bastard.
But I'm one successful death save away from springing.
That just stabilizes you. It doesn't
Oh,
actually
yeah.
bring you back.
I won't be able to fight.
Right.
I
It's
lean
your,
down
it's your
and
call, Fitz.
I push your jaw to open your mouth, and
Is my gullet exposed? I expose my gullet.
Excellent. And I pour
I
the
don't think you
healing
get a
potion
choice.
down your throat.
You have to pour it in your own mouth first, and then you go. Whoa! Oh, sorry.
I don't do that. I just pour it into his mouth. Actually, no.
Yeah.
You know, I make it a little bit sensual. I pour it into my mouth, put my mouth on his, and go, just to make absolutely sure, and go, and just to make absolutely sure that the healing magic enters his body in a sensual fashion.
And then you do 10 compressions.
And yes, and then I
Ooh.
come on. Do I have to roll
Vigorous
something
chest
for this? What happens?
massage.
Yeah, roll 2d4. Someone. Either of you could do it. It doesn't matter.
2d4s.
And whatever you roll plus 2.
Okay, so we've got a 1 plus 2 is 3,
One more d4.
and a 3 plus 2 is 5. For a total of 8
Plus
healing points. As
I'll
I-
take it.
Ooh.
Come on! Greyhide, live, damn
Yep.
you!
You wake up to someone yelling at you and pushing on your chest. You realize it's Fitz.
All right, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
But
And I
Alpha.
lean
Baby.
I lean in to put more oxygen into his mouth, and he wakes up, and we end up in an awkward kiss, and I go, oh, you're back. Oh,
I owe you one, Fitz.
God.
I'll remember what you did for me, but this Maloon she's still alive.
Maloon is still alive. You haven't missed much.
That's good. because
What does
I
Alpha
can't
do?
wait.
Alright, take out another arrow. This is the arrow of luck.
A little kiss.
Lots of kissing going on this round. It's interesting.
It's a very
Fitz
kissy
kisses
action
Greyhide. Alpha kisses her arrow. Everything is normal.
Okay, and let's go for the hit.
The real
24.
romance.
Oh, thank God.
That'll definitely hit. Was that a
No.
crit?
And then,
Or no, I guess it
As much as
wasn't a
not-
crit.
and then my
um,
extra D6.
Wow. Is it gonna be minimum again? No.
So I have 9
9.
damage.
Not bad. I guess I'll put it up here. Yeah, it shoots him right in the chest, right in the center, and it's sticking out. He doesn't even bother taking it out anymore. He seems distracted by all his other wounds that are accumulating.
But it doesn't kill him.
Something's odd about this guy.
God.
Something is very odd. His deadliness is very odd to me.
But it is Greyhide's turn.
All right.
Unless
on
you
my
wanted to move,
turn-
unless Alpha wanted to move. Sorry.
No.
Okay. Greyhide.
All right, on my turn, to keep with the tradition of the last 2 turns, I'm going to turn to my new talking axe, and I'm going to kiss my axe. You heard me, kiss my axe, and I'm going to say, "Promise me death to Maloon." Mwah. I kiss the axe. I don't know what that's going to do to the axe, but I trust that it'll be with me, and I
Axe
will
says,
attack.
"I don't swing that way, but I swing this way. Swing me."
Well
All
played,
right, swing it
Axe.
towards Maloon, then. I will swing you towards Maloon's throat! And I try to behead him with all of my
Nice.
might. And
Roll
that's
that
all,
attack.
Da-da-da-da.
Yes.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't have any more. I don't have any more special roll. I'll just do normal damage because I used up my divine schmites. And I will attack. Ouch! That's terrible.
3. Wow, minimum damage. Oh no, but it's +3, so it's 6.
Yes.
That's a nice axe.
Hold on.
I say that as I go for his neck.
You swing the axe, and it almost seems to buzz with energy as it speeds up. You can feel yourself. Your whole body is being turned by the force of the axe alone, and it cleaves his head right off. His head flies behind him, and out midway as it's falling to the ground, you see a brain puppy appear, evaporate right next to the head, and land on the ground, ready to pounce.
Knew it!
Ready to pounce.
Knew you had a brain puppy. Damn it!
Another one.
So with my other axe, am I able to pivot, and attack the brain puppy?
Yeah. You'll have to move forward a little, but then you can, yeah.
Okay. Well, I shall do that.
Whoa.
I will attack to hit on the brain puppy. I roll a critical nothing. I rolled jack shit.
What did you roll?
I can't find my brain puppy.
I rolled a 1. Is that good?
You're for
Oh
for
no,
5.
you're gonna hit me, aren't you?
For 5.
Oh,
You rolled
Roll a
5.
20.
So I'll roll a 20 now. Let me see.
See how bad you fumble.
Don't like the sounds of
that's
this
weird.
shit.
Alpha didn't get kicked off.
Oh, good. It's okay, Alpha. You and I are the best ones anyway. We don't need that other guy. Oh, there he is.
I had
Oh,
that.
hey, hey, Fitz.
Last time I save your life and give you the kiss of life.
I hope not.
Well, oh well, in that case.
You'll trade you a
So
hand for a kiss.
I just missed a brain puppy.
Yes. Did you? What was your D20 roll?
It was only an 11, so it was just a basic miss. I can't find my brain puppies. Oh well, we'll just use that dice for now.
Sure.
I have 4 of them. Let's see. Cool. That was yours. You missed the brain puppy, and then brain puppy's gonna go.
Oh, I don't
know.
But Intellect Devour is going to attack Greyhide.
Yes, for
Me?
those tuning in.
What did I do?
The brain puppies are intellective hours.
Yeah. It's going to jump up at you and try to claw at you.
First is
Brain puppy.
It got.
It's right there.
It
Brain
got
puppy's
a.
like Fitz more.
Alright, I have to go look it up. Intellect. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Devour. It gets a +4 to that, so that's a 17.
And my armor class, because I'm not carrying a shield, is 16. So he hits me.
It will hit and do 2d4. Oh, there they are.
no.
Come on.
Oh, there goes 1d4. Maybe the cat will get it.
Yeah.
6 plus 2. No. I did that wrong. Wow, I think it does 7 damage.
I'm at 8.
Whew.
You're 1 hit point.
You are barely clinging on to life.
Roll an intelligence save.
Oh
shit, let's see.
Oh no.
I hope Greyhide is feeling particularly intellectual.
Intelligent. Is this in alphabetical order? Oh, there it's at the top. Where's my intelligence? There we go.
That answers itself.
Really
There's
setting us
your
up for
roll.
success.
Ooh.
There
One,
we
is that
go.
good?
Jason.
Whoa!
Is that good?
That,
Yes, it's very good. Hold on.
For the brain puppy. Fuck.
yeah, that's one hell of a roll.
How many kisses do you have left in you, Fitzy?
I will have to check my inventory because it wasn't actually the kiss; it was the potion that actually saved him. The kiss was too much.
You take 9 psychic damage as your brain throbs. You see it. The brain puppy disappears.
Boy.
And you see Greyhide's head starts to shake a bit. But then it appears next to Greyhide.
Oh my God, did it go
seems
into
frustrated.
It
'Cause there was no
almost went
brain
into
for
his
it to
brain.
He was disappointed there was no brain.
It doesn't
But
always.
I am dead, by the way. I did take 9 damage.
You're
so I'm
unconscious.
kinda dead.
Okay. Yeah.
Unconscious.
It's
Damn it, Greyhide.
a brain puppy has to roll to see if it can enter, and it failed.
Thank
Oh.
God.
That would have been bad though.
Yes, that would have been
Yes.
horrible. If Greyhide became
Kill
a
the
brain
brain
puppy, how do we
puppy.
even do? I don't even know what we would do. Alpha's
Yeah.
so upset she left. That's how upset
That
Alpha
was
is.
brain puppy fits.
Well, I stabbed down at the brain puppy with my rapier. I just reverse the grip and go plunge
Go
into
right
it.
into it. You fought a lot of brain puppies. You know that they have like 20 hit points.
I've fought a lot of brain puppies. I also I've got a 12.
You haven't learned how to hit them yet, though.
Yeah.
Oh no, that actually does hit. That's exactly what you need to hit. You only have a 12.
God.
I mean, exposed brain. Come on.
That's fair. It's very easy. I plunge down and do 13 damage as I stab into it, and then
Yeah.
because my rapier sort of pins it into the hardwood floor, I take my dagger and I stab it again.
Go for it.
And this time, I get a natural 20 for 24.
Wow.
Wow.
Because it's shuddering as it's stuck to the floor, and then I do.
It's only
1
2
plus
damage.
1.
Yeah.
Ah. Well,
Still.
whatever.
Now, if
Smashed it.
if you let go of your weapons, it would be stuck to the ground.
Should I do that? I do that.
Okay. You leave the weapons embedded in it, and it's there. You have a weapon on either side of it. It's wiggling, trying to get off of them and in pain.
And I stare at it and I say, "That's for Greyhide, you disgusting glob of jelly-like matter."
And
Ah!
then,
Brain puppy!
that's not a brain puppy.
Oh, brain kitty.
It's a
I
brain
love
kitty.
brain kitties.
Brain
Sure.
kitties are even
Oh.
more dangerous. Beware
Yes,
the
but
brain kitty.
Cute.
Yeah, so Alpha, what is Alpha going to do? You see that. You see it stuck on the floor.
Okay, so I just walk over to it, grab my short swords.
And go at
stab
it.
Yeah.
Roll.
Thank you, Paul.
11.
Ooh, just what you need to miss. You go in.
Do I
and you-
still miss considering it's stuck to the ground? Is it not?
Oh,
do I
you get advantage because
disadvantage?
it's restrained.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
right.
You swing it at the
Um,
first time, and somehow, despite the fact it's not moving, you still miss.
So you would have missed if. Oh my god.
And you still
This
miss.
doesn't even make sense anymore. I'm just like,
Yeah. So
um,
you go towards
I
it,
must
and
have tripped over
yeah,
the
you go and
uneven floor. So I just kind of advance, and I don't know. I guess I tripped over Greyhide's
you trip over
foot.
Maloon's foot
Or
because you were
something,
focused
yeah.
on the brain puppy, and
Yeah,
you stab
and-
right next to it. But you're
and
going to use your other
do it.
attack. You can use your offhand attack. So you have 2 short swords, right?
Yes, I can. And here
Ah,
we
you
go.
have 2 of them. I didn't know that.
I have 2 short swords. Yes.
I did know.
That would be my. I just roll again. Or...
Yeah, just roll the weapon attack again. When you roll damage, you just don't get the plus that it gives you. If you roll
And
damage.
if
But,
I had bothered getting off.
Oh,
the
you have
floor,
advantage. You have advantage, so roll again.
Yeah, so then I get myself up. Okay. And
The most tanky brain puppy ever. Oh, it hits!
fourth time is the charm.
If you
Got
do
it
5
together?
damage, you'll take it out.
And
We take it out.
There we go, 8.
No, it's only 4 because you don't get the
Oh.
plus since it's your offhand.
Ah,
well,
that
guys.
thing is almost dying.
Do you leave
But
the
wait.
weapon?
Does it add to how it's? Does the weapon like stick in it and make it even more stuck to the floor?
Do you want to leave your weapon in it?
I do not.
Nope,
What?
it does not.
Oh,
Pull the
damn
weapon
it.
out.
The weapons,
Uh,
the other weapons are in.
It's
Greyhide.
going to sneak and scratch
Roll.
the shit out of you.
Roll a death save again.
Maybe
Alright,
as I
let's do
pulled
this.
out, some oozing stuff came out, and we can.
Oh, obviously, it was gross.
It's very disgusting.
That is
I gallantly roll
Yeah.
to save my own life from death.
Don't roll a 1, roll a natural 20. 17. Wow, you are so consistent on that.
Wow.
But so far, not in
It's
danger of
great.
dying.
One died. At least it's that.
Like, all our rolls are going.
The brain puppy, stuck in the ground, it's shivering there. It looks up at it's getting crowded in that house. Looks up to the one that last attacked it. Actually, it's going to look at Fitz. It's upset about Fitz more. It saw a stumbling human stumble towards it and almost miss it, and it's like, I'll attack the other one. It tries to reach out with its claw and hit you. It attacks with disadvantage because it's restrained.
That's right.
And it got a 14. That doesn't hit you, right?
That doesn't hit me. I
And then-
dance out of the way.
Roll an
Beyond the
intelligence
grave, I
save.
say, ha!
Now, unfortunately, intelligence is not something I'm quite as good at. Dancing out of the way? Fantastic. Oh, I've got a 9.
Ooh. Ouch. Your brain throbs as you take 14 points of psychic damage
Oh, God.
as it's intently at you, shaking.
Ugh.
Then it is Fitz. Or no, the other person goes, takes out the rapier and stabs at it. Cocked eyes. And hits.
And as
Thankfully.
I hold my head and I say, "Dear
What?
Are you
God,
still alive,
kill it,
Fitz, after taking
please."
14 in the brain?
Barely. Ah!
She stabs into it and it dies. And then she stabs again. Or he, sorry. And then he stabs again. And it tears it up even more. He keeps stabbing at it until it's a bloody mess.
That's an angry drow.
So all of our enemies have been vanquished, is that correct? Or is there still a
Yeah.
Kinku skittering about?
Oh,
Oh, one second.
after this happens,
Okay. Yeah, we can get out of combat for now.
okay, I'm gonna stumble out of the window and grab the kinku and grab it and shove it, holding my pounding head. Shove
I'll
it through
apply
the window.
some medicine,
Somewhat.
just like try to bandage Grey Hide up.
Okay, roll a medicine roll. That's the first thing you do, right?
Yeah, 19.
Oh, that's good enough. Your Grey Hide's stabilized, not in threat of dying. You do notice the Kinku's not breathing.
Good.
So am I conscious now that I'm stabilized?
You'll wake up after like 10 minutes or so. So,
Okay.
unless they're going to do anything immediate, the person who works with Jarlaxle,
Yes.
I was trying
What
to
is-
find their name. I forget what, there. No. It's not it.
Schnitzelbrand. No, I just
Well, whatever. He immediately just says, he picks up his gun and says, stop getting into trouble. But I'm always watching, and I have your back. And he runs out the door.
And I just, I gasp a little and I say, farewell, beautiful dark elf.
I start just kind of looking around now that everything's calmed down, seeing if is there anything we notice, any.
Okay, so things calm down. You see, we'll say, just to speed things along, Greyhide, you do wake up
Thank God.
eventually.
I'll just do healing hands on myself for the full 10.
Okay, you're back up 10.
I'll just to do the yes.
And then you take a look around, Alpha. You can roll a investigation if you want to give the place a really good looks through.
Oops. Well, it's consistent.
Give it a
with
look
the,
through.
The rolls.
And you look around for a bit.
And
don't-
see nothing.
You don't see anything particular other than what he had on him. It's actually strange. You see the keg that's mostly empty there. The table is barren. The chair looks like it hasn't really been sat in a while. There's nothing really on the table. The bed looks like it's gotten use. On Maloon himself, he has 350 gold on him.
Yoink.
And he has his armor, which is plate mail. Ooh, where did he go?
Can we split that gold up 3 ways? That sounds fun.
He also has the dagger that he was using. It actually looks quite nice. It has a gem in the pommel of it.
Ooh. I might actually swap my dagger.
On that subject, I'm going to, only using my brain, not speaking aloud, I'm going to go to my new axe, and say, do you have a name?
Oh, yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, you didn't
No,
hear that? I said that
Yeah,
quietly.
only Greyhide hears it. Yes, my name is Azure Edge, and my job is to
Azure Edge.
protect the city of Waterdeep.
Well, you found the right partner in that charge. I say
Quest?
that aloud.
Yeah. Roll a persuasion.
Greyhide, were you talking to someone earlier?
I'm rolling for persuasion. Yes, I was talking to this axe. Do you find that strange, Fitz?
So far, I don't really know you. You are attacking Maloon, but if what you say is true, then maybe we can help each other. I will.
Yeah, did you want the plate mail?
I will give you some of my power. As Alpha says that, he's still talking to you.
I can't hear.
I just nod in thanks, just an acknowledgement, quiet acknowledgement to.
But I will hold most of it off until I understand you.
You sound like
So I
Arnold.
quietly acknowledge that, and I just an agreement.
That sounds extremely strange.
I just want to take the feathers from my other axe and fasten it to Azredge.
Azredge?
Azredge, yeah. I'm going to fasten it, so this is now Azredge. And I still have the other Axiemic Axerson, which I've named the other.
For now, you can add, in D&D Beyond, you can add a +1 battle axe.
Okay.
It might have other abilities that come up as we get further, but what you know is that it helps you hit and do damage.
I want to stabilize the Kinku because I want to question it.
Okay.
Shall I roll for medical?
You can.
Well, we know how that goes. Ooh, 13. I don't kill it this time.
It's dead. It was already dead.
I'm just gonna have a little look outside. I'll be right back. Make sure nothing is around the house. You guys gonna just keep searching the house for a moment? I'll be right back.
Sure. Well, now that I know that Kinku's dead, I'm going to roll a perception to also search the house. And I've got a 16 as I carefully poke through the mattress and put my finger in all sorts of Maloon's orifices to make absolutely sure.
Okay, roll a investigation.
Investigation. Oh, I've got a 1, which +1 is 2.
You get all the wrong orifices.
Well, there's nothing in his ear. I don't know how we've gotten something in there. Damn. Alright, well, fair enough.
Oh, I like this axe. Sorry, just talking
Greyhide.
to the axe. Yes!
Why are you talking to Maloon's axe?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I just really like the way this axe feels in my hands. It just feels right, and it's very trusty and powerful in battle.
Is that Dark Elf a good person?
The Dark Elf is a trusted friend and a good person.
Sorry, thank you, but who are you saying that to?
Would he defend the city from an attack?
Yes, I believe he would.
Sorry,
Fitz?
who are you saying that to? Yes. Who is yes? Who is? What is happening?
Of
right
course. Yes. Does that clarify things, Fitz?
He seems
No.
very confused.
Yes. That what? No, it does not.
Fitz, I ask that you cut me some slack. I have been dead twice, and you basically almost kissed me when I came to at one point. It's been a confusing day, and I'm
That was-
addled with ale as well. So if I seem a little bit not myself, it must be those things. Should I roll for deception?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, you probably should because I'm looking at
I
you.
roll
with
a 20.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know,
You know,
Greyhide
Greyhide-
is known to
It's been a yarn.
get a little weird when he drinks.
That's true, yeah.
Yes, that's entirely reasonable. You've died twice. You're a little drunk, and I totally understand. I tried to kiss you, Alpha kissed Nero. I totally
And I
understand.
kissed this axe that saved my life, so I'm a little affectionate with this new axe, and I might be talking to it as if it is a person. you know? You
Is
know,
Is it replying to you?
I feel in some way that it communicates with me in that I have a sort of affinity to it, if that's
That's
what
because
you-
I'm a sentient weapon.
Yes, I fully agree.
Right. Well, I'll just give you and your axe a moment.
Yes.
Alpha, did you find anything outside?
Awkward moment in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you look around. Tricky Bastard also had on him.
Oh yes, I poke the
Sorry.
kinku as well. Can I roll a different
10
roll
more
for the
gold.
kinku? Oh, 10 more
Oh
gold.
no. She got disconnected. She'll be back.
Alpha's internet is doing terrible things.
Yes.
Alright, well, I mean, first of all, that's decent for gold. 360 three ways, that's what, 120 each? It's not bad.
Do you suppose that Alpha needs a better wireless router battle axe? Oh, sorry. It's just something just popped into my head. I don't know why I said that. I don't even know what a wireless router is. Anyway.
I am from the
No.
future. Your name is Sarakana.
Well, alright.
It is all right. It's all right.
Greyhide, does if your axe was theoretically able to communicate with you,
What?
I,
What a strange thing to say.
would you be able to ask it about
It's not that
you
strange.
know, Maloon or the Zenithar, or perhaps your axe knows things if it can.
I owe you an apology, Fitz. Yes, I have been addled by injury, and this has all been so strange, but I feel I can trust you with this. This axe has been talking to me. Only I can hear it, and I don't know why I felt I would keep it secret from you, but I think you're right. Perhaps I can ask. It's been evasive about some things, but it's also been very open about others, so I
Do
can
you
try. Is there something you would like me to ask?
Ask him
Would
if he can
I should
ask you a
ask.
question.
Would you like me to axe it? Something.
What?
Ask it if you'd like to ask you a question.
That was what I was trying to say. Should I axe my axe a question?
Yes. Ask it if it knows. Axe it if it
Yes.
knows anything about the Maloon's involvement with the Zenithar.
Well, I think he would know something about Maloon, wouldn't he?
Well, he
Um,
was with Maloon for a long time.
Can you tell us about Maloon's involvement with Zenithar?
This is so strange.
I don't know much about Maloon. Or sorry, you mean the guy. Sorry, I was thinking you were saying Manchun for some reason.
Oh yeah, Maloon, the guy, yeah.
He says, where is it? Oh, he says, when they went down to the Untermountain, they went to some monastery. They fought some wolves and a werewolf and killed it. It was honestly very easy for Maroon. But
He's
then
clearly a badass.
Then they were all hurt, and a mind flare and brain puppy and intellect devour showed up.
But I hear it as brain puppy because we're psychically linked. That's how I hear it.
And then it says they killed all the other people, and Maloon was the only one who survived. But his brain was replaced with this fiend.
Uh-huh. So Maloon was transformed by the brain. Before he was transformed by the brain puppy, did you have a better relationship with Maloon?
As you're talking about that, Alpha comes back into the place. You're not ready for what you see, because the only reason you know it's Alpha is because it's the same clothes. But your camera's still off.
All I see is strange shadow as she stealths into the house.
Guys?
Alpha?
That can't be Alpha. Someone's taken Alpha's clothing. What have you done with her?
Well, there's something maybe I should have said a while back.
You're a brain puppy too, aren't you?
She should have said, "Screw you guys, I'm going home."
Apparently.
You'll have to find out next week in this cliffhanger episode of... or we can hang around and hope she comes back before,
That was terrible timing.
Alpha?
Or maybe it's,
Guys?
Yes!
Oh,
Can you
you're
hear me?
back.
I think you have your
I can
camera
hear you,
closed.
yes.
Okay. Okay, so... I should have said this a long time ago.
Oh my god. You're...
Yeah. Well, my real name is Fig.
Your real name is fake, or your... What? Which name is
My
fake?
real name is Fig. And...
Oh. Fig, yes.
Fig?
As in figgy pudding. Continue.
I love that
Well,
stuff.
this is getting more dangerous, and I felt you needed to know who I really was.
Well,
Yes,
I'm honored that you
maybe.
could trust her.
Until we got the amulet, I wasn't sure who we could trust, and well, I felt like now is as good a time as any.
Just to point some things out, you see her pupils are almost pure white. Her hair is silvery white, very white. Her skin looks way more porcelain white than before as well. But otherwise, it's the same clothes.
Are you an albino elf? Because
I'm part of this race. Well, we're called changelings. We can pretty much we can change our appearance and our voices. So yeah.
Oh my god.
I didn't to deceive you, but it's just with the wizard after me, and basically he's been after me for a long time, and when he kidnapped me, he was trying to harness my abilities, and some weird unnatural things are happening where they're trying to blend my kind's ability with animals, and I'm not too sure. And that's why this wizard is after me, and I'm really sorry.
He wanted you to change into animals.
Well,
she wanted to steal her ability and combine it with animals. These monsters. We'll never let that happen to you.
How? Alpha, fake, fig. How do we know that you're not a changeling that punched Alpha in the face and took her clothing?
Tell us something that only you
Well-
would know. Like, what's the name of the ghost that lives in our manor? Can you tell us that?
That would be Lift.
She
Well,
seemed
it
like-
checks out. I got no more questions.
I
think
can be
it's
a
her.
little more useful now that you guys know, but people don't generally take very kindly. They don't tend to trust me very much.
Well,
So I can
I'm
go
glad
as
you
Alpha.
trusted us to tell us this. That
I
means
can
a
go
lot
as
to
Alpha
me.
if that's easier. But yeah, so
I'm kind of partial to the name Fig myself.
Alpha, Fig, you have proven your trust to us beyond any reasonable doubt. You can be whoever you want to us.
thanks, guys. I felt like maybe at this point we're all in or we're not, and some pretty heavy stuff's going on. So, but
We're all in this together, yes.
I can.
Things are getting more and more dangerous every passing day.
Yes.
I could probably keep traveling around as Alpha if it's easier for everybody.
Well, I mean, you might
Yeah.
want to avoid detection, but you
I
might
agree,
not. I
yes.
don't know. That's up to you. Is one of your eyes white? Are you? Can you see in both of them?
Well,
They're
I
actually
can
both
change.
white.
I can change. Like I said, I can change my appearance as long as I've seen it.
Could you
I
look like
can-
me?
I could.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So I start to just contort and change.
Yeah, you see everything move around. You see the cheekbones move, the nose reshape, the ears change, the hair change to a different color, but the
So
clothes remain the same.
I can
It's
look
quite
like
unsettling.
you. I just can't change my. I just can't change my clothes.
And it sounds exactly like you.
Oh my god.
Please
I have
promise me
no-
you will never change into a brain puppy, though. Please.
I
I am-
shift again.
I have never been more attracted to you in my life. My God.
Wait till she turns into Greyhide.
Oh,
Yeah.
she just did, I
It'll be
think.
really.
This is it.
It lagged a bit, but
Oh.
Oh my god. Well-
someone cast Hold Person on Fig.
Hold person on Fig. I
It
cast
worked. That was highly effective.
that.
I haven't done that in a really, really long time. Well, feels weird and kind of nice.
Ooh.
I really,
And bye-bye.
yeah, I really wish that I could have heard what she just said. That seemed really amazing. Greyhide does want to look at himself more. It fits. Alpha, are you?
Alpha.
Hello?
Oh, you're back. Thank God.
It has some terrible side effects, it seems. It shouldn't
Terribly.
happen, but it's been a long time. I haven't shifted in a very long time.
Yes.
Well, your secret is safe with us. You can trust me, and maybe even Fitz.
Well, maybe
Tell her she can trust me too, the axe says.
I just get axed out like I don't know.
Yeah, no one hears it, but
Only I can hear
Greyhide.
it.
Like
Yeah.
And my trusty sentient axe. You can trust him too.
Just then,
Trusty
When-
X.
when that is said, you hear like a and right into the room, Vajra appears.
Vajra! So, you just missed Alpha. It's strangest thing.
I
Just
think
now.
we can leave it at that. We'll resolve
think
the
that's a
rest of
good
it
call.
next time
Wow.
on Art of the Roll.
This was quite the there she is, the lovely Fig. This was quite the adventure today, I must say.
You missed. I think you might have missed it, but right when all that was said, you heard like a boof, and then suddenly Vajra appeared in the room.
Oh,
Was there
Um,
anything? Was there anything
that's-
else Alpha was Fig was going to say before that?
I was going to ask if Raven some kind had returned. I guess that answers your question.
And she said, "Yeah," but we'll hold that off till next time. That conversation. So,
All right.
thank you everybody for watching. That was an awesome reveal.
That was amazing. Yeah, I love that.
That was amazing. That is
Thanks for
fantastic.
watching, everybody.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
Wow.
kind of got
Vince's
our
mind
butts
is
kicked
blown.
that we disappeared. And
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
See you on Monday for recap.
Oh yeah, maybe, probably.
Probably
Definitely.
Monday.
Maybe.
Ah,